everybody. Welcome. Good evening. How you doing? It's the Steel Toe Evening Show. God, it doesn't feel like Tuesday. It feels later in the week than Tuesday. It's been a fucking busy one already. Oh my God. Welcome to the show. I hope you're feeling the same way. Or no, I don't know. Do I hope you're feeling, no, I hope you're not feeling the same way. I hope you feel like, hey, shit's just getting started. We're, everything's moving. I hope you feel good. That's what I hope. April's here this evening.
Hey.
Congratulations to Gino Bisconti of In Hot Water. 1,000 episodes today. We are very good friends. Gino and I, you can tell we're remarkably good friends. I did not call his show today, and he did not return my text. So Gino and I are tight like this.
He's been celebrating.
I'm kidding.
I wore his shirt tonight.
Gino's fucking intoxicated. We all know this. He was intoxicated before his show ended. But yes, then I was enjoying, I was doing show prep, and I was enjoying the Anthony Cumia show on Compound Media until I got a text, and I won't say from who, motherfucker. I get a text and they say, you gotta see it. Kevin's yelling at the corn. Or not the corn. I'm sorry, not the corn. The potato.
Come on.
And I don't watch MLC because it's just always angry. And, people think I'm shitting on Kevin when I do that. They can do whatever show they want.
We can't be yelling at like soup and chowder.
We can't be yelling at soup and corn and potato. We can't be yelling at starch all the goddamn time.
No.
Quit yelling at starch. And an Irishman yelling at a potato is fucking sacrilege.
That is.
At any rate,
okay.
I turn it on. I go rewind back because I do a radio show on YouTube, basically. And that's the vibe we have. It moves, there's topics, everything else. And I'm not into the drama all the time. I'm just not into everything is drama, everything is anger, everything is hostility. I can't be that way. You'll notice moments of anger and hostility on this show for me are me burning something off my chest so I can move on with the rest of the show.
You like to just burn the whole thing quick.
Just burn it quick so we can get on to having a good show.
Throw the gasoline on it.
And when I don't know if this is a prick New Yorker thing, when did the word fun become a sin? I have always loved having fun on the air.
I think it's because you do a radio show and not the angry podcast.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Because I came from radio?
It's because, right, they think you're pretentious. They think you're a dork.
That's what it is.
They think you're proper and you got too much structure.
It's pretentious. That's what they think it is. They see us, and you know what? That's fair. It's kind of like Cubans and Mexicans. Us broadcasters are the Cubans, and comics are Mexicans. We look down at them.
Sure.
We go, oh, fucking comics. And comics go, those snooty fucking nerdy broadcasters. And we're just like, we're like Cro-Magnon man looking at Caveman.
But for some
reason, Caveman is going, yeah, I want to club him in the head. And the Cro-Magnon's like, Jesus fucking Christ with this idiot. I mean, that's just the way we're built. And so I'm watching it, and he's fucking yelling at the potato, telling the potato he sucks. He's not funny.
Why does he suck?
Because the potato said he likes E-Rock. And Chad wouldn't talk to the potato because Chad will only talk to real people now. He won't talk to the potato.
Wow.
And then Kevin's yelling at the potato saying he's not funny. Bob, of course, telling those guys the potato's funny. I like the potato. And then Kevin tells the potato, you said that Chad's puncher was going to be on. And I watched a little bit. It wasn't fun. You didn't have the puncher on. And the potato says to Kevin, I can't believe, guys, I watched this for 5 minutes. I had to shut it the fuck off. And I was mad at the person who texted me. I said, I was having fun watching Cumia. I'm watching it, and Cardiff nailed it perfectly. God bless that fucking spud. He goes, I'm sorry if people watched an animated potato and thought I was a newsman and thought I had a news scoop for you. If that, like, Cardiff kind of took my tact on it.
But he's like, you're giving me too much credibility here.
Cardiff took my tact on the whole thing. And he's like, look, if you thought the potato was going to give you breaking news, and then Cardiff nailed it. Like, Kevin's trying to alpha him, and the potato just goes, it was a fake report for a fake attack. I'm like, bravo.
That's
and
good.
Kevin ends up hanging up on the fucking potato, and then they yell and scream about the potato. And literally, Kevin goes, the potato don't sell tickets. And then he said, the potato shouldn't be in show business. And I'm like, Kevin, none of us are in fucking show business.
I think a lot of people went to DabbleCon excited to see Cardiff. Actually.
But he did the Kevin Brennan impression that we all do about the potato. He's like, the potato doesn't sell tickets. And he's like, why are you in show business? And Cardiff is kind of like me. He's like, Kevin, I got bad news for you. If you think you and the potato and me are in show business, you don't realize how far you've fallen, because for Kevin, he's on his way down. And for the rest of us, we're kind of trying to make a name for ourselves in this game. So that's kind of a weird spot for him to be in. So he's yelling at the potato, and he's screaming about the potato being in show business. Meanwhile, someone's got to remind him, Kevin, none of us are in show business.
Well, clearly, poor Cardiff here is like some collateral damage because like Kevin doesn't like Compound, which E-Rock's part of Compound. Then he says he likes E-Rock, and now he sucks, and everything sucks.
And then he yelled at the potato.
The only thing that makes me sad about that is the poor potato is just having a good time.
He handled himself very well. He didn't seem fazed by it.
No,
and Chad was pouting, and he was angry. He's like, this sucks. Just jump the shark. This is terrible. It's like, God damn it, man. And these are the people that complain about people like me who say, why don't we have some fun? I do feel like they could inject some fun into their program. But Kevin got so mad at the potato that after he hung up on the potato and was done yelling, he grabbed a towel and wiped his mouth. He had so much spittle from yelling at the potato that he had to wipe his mouth after yelling at the potato. Like he was
Does he just leave a towel?
Like he was Jerry Tarkanian. He's got a fucking towel and he's wiping his... I don't know. It was wild. And it reminded me. I was watching that, and I watched something from Ray DeVito and Carlos Danger, and I'm watching it. And again, I made it about 5 minutes into MLC and 3 minutes into the Ray DeVito thing. No offense. I just went, I can't do this drama shit. So I watched Cinema Sins, Everything Wrong with Rocky 2 in 16 minutes or less. And that was nice.
I think you need to stop encouraging that they do anything fun, though, because then where would all the miserable people go?
That's, like, you know what? That's a good point.
There.
And then I'm looking in their chat as the potato's on, and the potato says he likes me. And that MLC chat, yeah, fucking you, potato, you gout potato. Like, they're getting mad, and I'm like,
gout potato?
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat going, you're right. Keep those fucking miserable fucks over there and away from over here. We got a different thing going on. If I'm not for that person, good.
It's like the devastation when our city's downtown riffraff bar burnt to the ground. Then all of those rats have to scatter.
Right, the riffraff.
We have to
the
keep
other
the
bars.
riffraff bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rupert with $9.99 kicking us off tonight. That was a fun start to the show. Oops, there goes that goddamn word fun again.
You shouldn't use it.
That's a fun start to the show. I needed that one. Rupert with $9.99 says, rabbit hole to go down into. Russell Brand looks like the lead singer in I Believe in a Thing Called Love. You know what? I'm going to check on that. Just for you. I'm going to make sure I check on that. Corn Diff said, welcome, Corn Diff. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hello, Corn Diff.
I'm glad Corn Diff is here to provide us a little bit of levity. Derek says, potato total Cardiff victory on MLC. Kevin and Chad got blown the fuck out.
Oh, yeah. I would consider that a huge win if I'm Cardiff.
Yeah, I mean...
He got the hang up, and the guy had to wipe fucking spittle off his mouth. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was just... It was wild to watch, and I'm just like, I can't watch shit like this every day. I just can't. It's not good for my soul. Yosemite Sambo says, Corey isn't even funny. He has retard takes a lot and looks confused 99% of the time because I'll give you guys an update on Corey. I will just say this from Yosemite Sambo. That was not necessary.
No.
That was not very nice.
I don't think it's necessary or true.
Help Me says MLC is crap. Triple N says, it's a lot of yelling at vegetables. Yeah, they brought up the corn to Chad. It's like, didn't you yell at corn too, Chad? He's like, well, the corn tricked me.
I never thought we'd be in a position where we're saying the mud shark is yelling at the corn and the potato and the old men are spittling and towel wiping.
No. Now, Bob did say he loves the potato, and he was trying to talk some sense into it.
I wasn't talking about Bob.
He was trying to, well, you said old men, so I wasn't sure. But Bob is trying to tell them the potato's okay. I'm doing a show with the potato coming up. And Kevin's like, the potato doesn't sell tickets. Nobody's going to come to see the potato. And Chad's like, the corn tricked me. And then, I don't know. It's just, I'm watching it, and as I see anti-steel toe come, first of all, steel toe doesn't need to be brought up on MLC. We're just living rent-free. No, I'm saying we're living rent-free in so many of their audience members' head. They just bring us up randomly.
We're part of their infrastructure now. They need
yes,
it. Because if you remove those beams, the whole thing crumbles.
Steel toe and Kumia are a couple of the Jenga blocks where if you pull them out, kapow, the whole thing goes down.
You're all fucked.
I don't know.
Keep seething. I don't know.
They're saying that's how Kevin makes whiskey.
Gross.
Brennan dissed the
It's my chin brew.
Yeah, Wheat Diff Solar says Brennan dissed the potato and the corn. Citizen M, you're just saying shit because you heard it somewhere else. Derek Chauvinist says Chad's pissed that he can't dox Cardiff and he threatens to dox Corn Diff live. What a blueberry cunt. Did he really? See, again, I didn't get very far. Once they hung up on the potato, I had
But again, he pretended to be the moral compass to follow on YouTube in regards to us two.
It was great, though. They tried to call out the potato for faking that he had Chad's attacker on, and he just goes, I'm sorry that if you thought me, if you confused me, an animated potato, for a newsman, and he was laughing as he said it. He's like, I'm sorry. And Kevin didn't crack a smile.
Can you imagine being Chad watching that episode of Cardiff Electric and he's got to start watching it like there's no fucking way he has this guy on.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist.
The guy doesn't exist.
It's an oil can.
Oh, man. David Dominici says, Kevin, your brother's the only one in show business. Yeah. Derek Chauvinist says, Spud Shark greater than Mud Shark. Oh, Spud Shark. I like that one. You guys got to make.
There needs to be a broadcaster now that is Spud Shark.
You guys got to make an animation on the Spud Shark. I would love that. I got to roll in some thank yous here to some nice people. Sage KF says, LOL, Zumach is such a failed comedian. He has to steal NLO's stream sniping bit.
What?
Cheers, Zumach, everyone's punching bag. $5 from Cerberus says, no, April, he's not Mud Shark. His name is Mud Fart. Oh, see,
I'm so out of touch with him. I don't know these things.
I had no idea that was the case. But yeah, I don't know. If I don't have to make my living yelling at Starch, I'm okay.
Somebody saying I'm Not Right Network was on about you a while out earlier today.
What was he talking about? I like Patrick.
I like him too, and that's the second time today I've heard he's upset or something.
What does he have to say?
That's too bad.
Upset Duck says, does Kumia care? You are cozying up to Opia. Kumia cares should be a show. Yeah, I don't think we were cozying up to Opie. We did a funny bit where we thought Opie had a lot of fun with the corn, and we really liked it, so...
We naturally apologized.
We naturally
for being
said,
shitty.
hey, sorry, hey, continue on with the corn. Absolutely. All right, thank you guys very much. Where things sit right now, 2:30 away from knocking it out and doing overtime. We did, for those of you who want an update, we did talk to Corey today. Mm-hmm. We had a conversation with Corey today. It was wonderful. Boy, I don't want to blow the surprise, but I don't want to keep you guys in suspense at the same time. Corey and I will discuss all of it tomorrow morning on the show.
Yep.
I didn't want to keep people
we'll be here.
in suspense. Corey didn't understand. Corey didn't understand that like what he did was kind of fucking with the show, and he apologized for that. And then he said that some things I said were out of line. Says, "Well, I'm sorry for that." Blah blah blah. And we came to an understanding, and we'll talk about all of it tomorrow morning.
Good. On
the show. Tim Downs says, no, Corey, don't worry. Some are saying with $50 says Chad's a homosexual allegedly. Well, I mean, certainly. I don't want to get in the way of allegedly.
I don't want to know about his sex life.
Am
I the only one?
Look,
I'd rather not.
Whether they're fucking a man or a woman, I feel bad for the other party.
I just don't want to know.
I don't care who it is, male or female. I don't care who he's having sex with.
I don't care if it's potato.
I don't care if it's the potato. That would explain a lot, however.
He hollowed him out.
He hollows him out.
He got to
and
his
just
core.
Fucks him. So I would say that whether it's a male or a female or an item, I feel bad for whoever it is.
A nice, juicy cantaloupe.
Oh, see, now that would be nice. Dan Campbell with 1999. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
Only 180 away from knocking it out tonight. There's the PayPal. There's the Streamlabs. And, of course, super chats and memberships. MSO says you will not make tonight's magic goal. All right. Well, there you go. MSO officially with his prediction this evening. Thank you, buddy.
I don't want him with 2 wins in one day, though. No, thank you.
You don't want MSO with 2 victories?
No.
We'll see. Victory. MSO had a $125 victory today.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so that was pretty good.
Not even a push. It was a win.
Let's see what the audience is saying. There's some people commenting about the Corey stuff. Return Trip says, high maintenance Corey. No. I'm telling you, when you hear the story tomorrow, put it this way. I think all of you are going to be happy. How's that? Everyone's going to be happy.
Sure. It seemed like you two had a good conversation.
If you like Corey, if you don't like Corey, April was in on the conversation as well. We all agreed at the end of it that we should let Johnny go. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. We are not letting Johnny go. Rebel Fluff says, you and Corey are going to tickle each other's facial hair at the anniversary show. Pip says, so he wasn't talking bad. He just made an observation a lot of people would agree with.
Patrick? Like Welsh?
Oh, Patrick Welsh?
Is that who we're talking about, or
Yeah.
Corey? Pick
I
one.
don't know. If we, look, man, if Patrick wants to be on our show, I would love to. He's a great guy. I like Patrick Welsh.
Only Patrick.
We gotta specify because people go, wait, what the fuck? I missed one show. What happened now? No, different Patrick. Rincewin says, did you and Corey bump teeth when you kissed and made up, Aaron? That is a horrible image, isn't it? Just
Nobody likes a tooth bumping when you're kissing.
Citizen M says, you should have saved the conversation for air. What the fuck? No, see, when you have a show and you have content, you don't need to save shit for that like that for air.
No,
when two guys need to settle something,
oh boy,
and you start doing it on air, like if there's no reconciliation or they've already made up, that's when you'll see people on podcasts do those bullshit like, oh, we're talking up, man. We'll let the super chats decide. That's gay. When you got two guys who need to figure something out, you talk about it off the air so you can yell and scream at each other. You can get all your shit out, and then you come to your not senses, agreement or compromise, whatever it is, and then you go on the air the next day, and then you tell everybody about it. You make jokes at each other's expense, and it's fun. Carlos says, glad you worked it out. That's good. Derek Chauvinist says, admit it, Aaron, Corey was your plant to fuck around with Chad and Melton because they need the beef. I'll tell you this. I think Chad should definitely watch out for Corey Adam because from what I heard about his MLC appearance, Corey was a lot more enjoyable on there than Chad ever was. And I think Corey even kicked him off of his own show. We talked to Corey about that today, too. He's like, yeah, I told him to get rid of Chad. And they did.
And they did.
So it's pretty fucking cool. I did the same thing when I was on there. I said, nah, keep that peasant off my fucking stream. And they complied. They were like, we're just waiting for people to say it to us so we have an excuse to keep him off.
Chad really is loyal to Kevin, though, because no matter how many times he gets kicked off, he comes right back.
It's this right here.
It's like a beaten puppy.
Although, you know what Chad needs to realize, and I know Chad hears this stuff, so I'll tell him, he needs to know his worth, because you and I have been saying this, because we don't cover Chad as like an enemy or anything like that. It's just a news story. Mm-hmm. And to me, Chad, and I think you would agree, Chad is the money man behind Misery Loves Company.
Yeah, I've said it.
He's the star of that show, in my opinion. He's the reason they're making all the money.
He's the prize piggy.
Yes, Chad Zumach is the prize pig at the fair. He may not be the farmer, but if you're going to be a pig, you want to be the prize pig.
He's the one with the big grand prize purple ribbon stuck to his cheeks.
Right, his big old ample cheeks. Got it stuck right there. So I think he should know his worth. Yeah. But from what I've heard from some people, Corey would do a good job over there. So we will see. MSO says if April was there this morning, the goal would have been met. Oh, shit.
Shots fired.
Saint Watermelon Finger with $10 says, hope this helps with tonight's magic number. Are we calling it magic number or are we calling it goal tonight?
How gay are you feeling?
I'm not feeling gay enough to call it the magic number. Maybe tomorrow.
I'm not feeling good tonight either.
Maybe tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Dislabeled Joe Exotic says, I love Stevie Lou. Is he here? That guy rocks. Apparently you guys are fighting. That's
Do you know that person?
best of luck. Oh, yeah, Dislabeled Joe Exotic. He loves us. He's a big fan of Steel Toe.
Oh.
Spread the word.
Very cool.
KF with $5 says, glad Corey is back tomorrow. I know he hates me, but still glad it worked out. Also, Chad is a tranny chaser, allegedly. I have no idea if any of these things are true.
Thank you, KF.
I have no clue at all.
I don't want to know.
I don't need to know. I don't want to know. It is in my best interest to have no idea. All right, guys, let's go into what we have so far tonight. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to play the unique clip because I fucking had it with this particular topic. The ongoing saga of Mark Harley, the fighter in the kids subreddit, Mark Harley's wife, and Brendan Schaub. It's insanity. If Brian Callen really is leaving that place to go be with Crowder,
Yeah.
brilliant move.
Oh, he'll enjoy it.
Yeah, great career
I think
move.
it'll be good.
I'm not the biggest Crowder guy in the world.
What?
Sorry.
What the hell?
I don't know if I'm springing that on you guys, but I'm not the biggest Crowder guy in the world.
I didn't know that.
I don't like the guy. Something off about that dude. I think
Okay.
Dave Landau was right.
I'm not seeing it.
If you know, I know she watches Crowder and she just goes, he has really good points about the Republican Party.
I'm the biggest fan.
Yeah. So Mark Harley got fired from the fighter and the kid, and then he went and started talking all this shit on the fighter and the kid subreddit, who hated him before, but then he started talking shit about Brendan Schaub, so then they loved him, they embraced him. We told everybody, don't fall for this shit. These guys are both bad dudes. All of a sudden, Mark Harley and his wife start having a domestic on the subreddit.
Yay.
She's posting videos of him trying to break her car, them fighting, her getting arrested.
Hitting.
Now Mark Harley is leaking DMs, which he says are of Brendan Schaub cheating on his wife.
Oh, no.
And it's a fucking disaster.
Meanwhile, his wife was on Instagram today in her bra.
Oh, was she?
Oh, she's hot, actually. I'd recommend looking her up.
So they're all just getting after it.
I guess maybe they're... Okay, look. I'm not going to, besmirch somebody. Maybe they're all into that type of thing, and now just because they're mad at each other, they're yelling cheating. I don't know. Who knows?
I
really don't know.
It is a bunch of... I looked it up today.
They're swingers.
They're both 40-year-old. They're both 40-year-old men.
He just turned 40, this weekend. Yeah.
They're both 40-year-old men, and they're on subreddits yelling about who's fucking who. It's just wonderful.
All fuck each other, maybe, and you'll be fine.
TFATK is in the chat. Welcome, buddy. He says, you're more than welcome to play my clip recently. It's 100% confirmed sources. I'm telling you, I have fucking had it with this particular topic, and I just wanted to bring it up for how ridiculous it was, but I like TFATK. He's in our chat. He's a good dude.
He's cool.
I will check it out. Brendan Schaub confirmed text messages searching for baddies by Mark Harley.
Can we stop?
He's 40.
I just choked on my own spittle there.
Oh,
so
here, do you want a Kevin Brennan towel to wipe your spittle?
I don't dribble.
Right. Just making sure.
Just swallow it eventually.
The potato doesn't sell tickets. Ah. You can't get that, Chad. You can't get that mad at a corn. You can't get that mad at a potato.
Oh.
I don't know if it's possible to think people think you're more of a basket case than you are, but the corn and the potato are not helping.
I really enjoyed some potatoes tonight.
How fucking dare you? All right. So TFATK, this is your video, the baddies thing. He says, yeah, I can confirm Brendan's wife has no clue he's been cheating. More to come. And you guys just eat this shit up, don't you?
What if stuff on her comes out now, though?
Look, she's fucking unique.
Everyone. Unique's just got his dick everywhere.
It's just, who have you been cheating on me with, B?
Can you imagine?
No. Like Stone Cold's music plays and fucking Unique comes out of the bedroom door.
You think Unique's a good fuck?
Oh my God, business is about to pick up. Brendan Schaub has a family. Jesus Christ.
One of their kids, what is his name? Tiger ends up actually being Unique's.
It's Brendan's, but he starts calling Unique Dad.
Oh no. Oh, he pulls the Will Ferrell campaign move. No, the Galifianakis guy.
Yeah, they can
on the bench.
Right, they can play catch with Unique's pill bottle.
You can call me daddy if you want. Son.
if you want, son.
No one gets our kid to call me daddy.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see. Brendan Schaub confirmed, and the term baddies is just so cringe.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's the same category as boss bitch or...
Is baddie, like, you're younger than I am. I'm not
really?
Cool. I'm not cool. I've known this for a long time.
I grew up in a farm.
My hair is going away. I've got a shitty goatee. This is clearly the beginning of a midlife crisis. So I don't know what baddie is. Is that a bitch, or don't you know this?
No,
this passed you by too?
No, I know what a baddie means. I just don't use it. So a baddie is like supposed to be for like, oh, she's hot. She's got her shit figured out. She got her shit handled. You know, she's a baddie.
Okay.
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 I don't like the term. It's basically calling yourself a boss bitch. I don't know.
Now, if she had sex with, say, a black guy and cheated on Brendan, she would then be a mud shark. Brendan can't lose with $25. Thank you very much. All right, TFATK.
Thank you, Brandon.
TFATK is really selling me on this. We got news stories and stuff to get to tonight, but let's check it out.
In this video, we are going to go through some private text messages that
All right, if I may, I want to give him a compliment off the bat. I like his voice. He's got a good narration voice.
No, I do too.
Yeah.
leaked in reference to Brendan Schaub's quest to needing baddie.
Okay, I'm gonna give Mark Harley some credit. He changed Brendan's picture to Aaron Hernandez and changed his text to dumb fuck McRetard.
It is good.
But
he looks a lot like Hernandez. That is creepy.
Yeah, but I will say this about that. It is extremely childish and petty.
Yeah.
Every time we laugh at one of these things, I do feel the need to remind you guys, they're both 40. And they're calling each other dumb fuck McRetard.
This is what we do now as a society.
This is where we're at. It's not worth saving, is it?
No, absolutely not. Like, quit bitching about climate change. It's over.
Let's let it break off into like 7 or 8 different
The
pieces.
pandemic's going to have its way with us someday.
Like, dumb fuck McRetard. Like, we're all, before we get to eat idiocracy, let's just break it all off into pieces. Like the districts in the Hunger Games. Perfect.
From different places he's visiting. Now, to be honest here, I actually held off for a bit in making this particular video, only because I wanted to be 100% sure that they were true. I'm happy to—
I mean, it's a better journalistic standard than that goddamn Cardiff Electric.
Yeah, how dare he?
That potato wouldn't be so thorough.
to report that I was able to confirm and verify that these text messages are absolutely real, and it comes from a very close source to one of the parties involved. So yes, these private text messages and screenshots are 100% real. Again, according to that close source we were in contact with. And trust—
I've got bad news for you, TFATK. I can confirm that source, corn diff propane.
How do you get these?
You've been had.
me, there are many more to come, but we will start with what was already posted over at the Fighter and the Kid subreddit, including one extra bonus screenshot. So grab some damn popcorn and get ready for this crazy turn of events.
You didn't get us popcorn.
Do you want some popcorn? I have popcorn.
It's going to take too long. Let's just—
It takes 2 minutes.
Let's see what TFATK told me to get popcorn.
Can we stop using the word baddie if you're 40? I don't use that word and I'm 28.
If you're 40, can we just stop with all of the Reddits and the sharing each other's text messages and behaving like 12-year-olds?
Right. Who are these people all talking to, asking about, did you hear from the baddies? That seems like such a high school thing.
Mark Harley is 5 minutes away from making a TikTok to let Brendan Schaub know that he's not his friend anymore and he can't sit next to him on the bus.
And here we go. We're gonna start from the bottom, scrolling up, so
now
we
we're
get
here.
the dates right and in order. Brendan Schaub texts Mark Harley, June 11th, 2022. She's a baddie. June 14th, 2022. Is she a baddie? June 16th, 2022. That baddie DM back, Mark?
It's so gay.
Wait, so he's been changing his name.
So this rat fuck piece of shit, Mark Harley, is leaking the text he and Brendan— God, this guy is a piece of shit.
Tiny.
Boy, he sucks.
I
And
mean—
all because he got let go from his job, probably because the numbers are down. Brendan can't afford him anymore. Oh my God. And he's just like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to release the text that show he's fucking around on his wife who's home with his kids. And it's like, Jesus, dude.
Thanks, bro.
After you just got outed for cheating on your wife
Wow.
And she released videos of you like wrecking her car while she's in it, like you're Blanca from fucking Street Fighter.
Yeah, but then she had accusations too. Now I think the shoe's just got to drop on Brendan's wife.
I'm starting to think that these two might be out of their fucking minds.
What? How dare you talk about SEAL Team Thick like that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that about SEAL Team Thick.
June 19th, 2022. She looks like a baddie too. LOL. June 21st, 2022. God, she's a baddie.
This
Again
is so
on June
gay.
21st,
This is so bad.
2022. She's a baddie though. LOL.
If I were Brendan Schaub's wife, I wouldn't be mad that I think he's cheating on me. I'd go, my husband never told me he was a homosexual.
Right, this is gay. This
June
is gay.
22nd, 2022. Baddie DM back. Same day, June 22nd, 2022. The baddie respond. Same damn day, June 22nd, 2022.
Jesus.
Did baddie respond? June 23rd, 2022. There's a baddie who DM me. Responded back, please let me know.
He even types like a retard.
Responded back, please.
God, Patrick's going to have a field day with us talking about this, but it's a guilty pleasure. Patrick from I'm Not Right.
Oh.
Patrick Welsh.
Same day, June 23rd, 2022. Baddie respond. Same day, June 23rd, 2022. She's a baddie too, LOL. Same damn day, June 23rd, 2022. DM that baddie and say,
All right, I
dinner
think we have. I
This
think
is-
I think we've got the idea.
How many baddies
A lot of baddies.
were in here?
Do you think that we're the baddies? TFATK, if you're still in the chat, buddy, I have to ask you a question. Did you at any point have to stop doing the audio and just go, I can't, if I read the word baddie one more time, I'm going to put my fucking head through a plate glass window. I can't say baddie again.
What if he uses that word?
It might have
People use that word.
it might have driven him batty. Batty. Brendan Can't Lose, thanks for the $25, buddy. Sid Seraph with
Thank
$10
you.
says to reduce the magic number and appreciate April saying words with A in them. There you go. Sid appreciates that very much.
Thanks.
Yes. JD with $2, thank you very much. Jamie with $5 says Chad doubles his views streaming you. He's a sad man. Oh, well, welcome.
Mazel tov.
We have not been very kind to you. I hope that's okay. Oh no, Gay Ops is calling Chad a Luddite dolt. Oh, they are not being very nice to Chad. Well, go say hello. He sounds like he could use the help. Might be drinking. Chad cries at night by himself. Oh man, they are being really mean. While we were doing that story, they were being incredibly mean to Chad.
They're all just talking about Chad.
Wow.
Come on.
Nate says you guys should cover Gordon Flowers. I don't know who that is. Oh, God, people are saying that Jussie Smollett is trying to stream snipe you. I had some people say that even Meltdown Melton is better at it than he is. That's bad news.
Somebody said earlier that Chad's getting boozled by himself drinking out of like a red Solo cup.
I imagine like a
something.
kid's sippy cup because it was like in the back of the cup
No
cupboard.
spillies. Aw.
And like all of his other dishes are in the sink and they're dirty and he won't do them. So he found a sippy cup that maybe like a friend of his with kids. Well, see, now I'm saying he has friends. This whole bit fell apart. Fuck.
See, we just can't help but love Chad.
I can't help. I'm trying to help the guy. You know, you call a guy the star of MLC. You say that he's the reason he draws all the money and he's just going to be mean to you.
I don't get that.
I'm trying to save his fucking job. I know Corey's gunning for it, and Corey's probably going to take it because he's funnier and more talented. So I'm trying to help the fucking guy keep his life on the straight and narrow. Oh, man, the things you get for trying to help people.
I'm guessing
around
Bob Levy came on the picture of his mom by now.
here.
He had to have,
Oh,
right?
God. Bob's got to be blowing dust at this point.
Mama Zumock is splooged.
Citizen M says, I want to hate Mark Harley for committing domestic abuse, but he's a Red Bar guest, so I'm conflicted. You have to stop. You have to stop. The Bad Luck Boys, welcome Mersh, says, you don't know who Gordon Flowers is? Strike two, Camel Toe.
God.
Strike fucking two.
I'm writing it down right now.
Well, listen to me, Bad Luck Boys. How am I going to shoehorn I told so in
You
there? I'm not
shouldn't
going
because
to.
it's a terrible line.
You hate that. I love that. I
hate
know
it.
Mersh likes it. I like it.
I like Mersh. I sometimes like you, despite what anyone thinks. I hate that line.
She's leaving him, boys. Yeah, what was the other one? Oh, yeah, I didn't know that the guy we were talking about on the show was Cyrax, who's apparently some kind of lol cow out there. The guy with the chain. Remember him?
Nope.
Get on my level, Marty. We did that on Monday's show.
Oh, okay. That guy with the straggly hair.
Yeah, Mersh was fucking pissed that I didn't know who that guy was. He was calling me a boomer. He was very disappointed in me. It felt bad.
I don't think we really deep dive into the little locales.
I don't. TFATK says it was difficult to get through the recording of the voiceover as I was laughing most of the time about how ridiculous Bappa is. But there's so much more to this saga, so hang tight. Exclusive stuff tomorrow. And then that Irish sack of shit, Sheely, is going, oh shit, at TFATK, we love you over at Revenge of the Sis. He's gonna try and book him on his show from my chat. Motherfucker.
Louie and Clarence are booking him currently.
That's true. It's Louie and Clarence.
Stop naming them.
I gotta keep kayfabe here. He's exposing the goddamn business.
Peeling back the fur.
You got Mike Sheely, who's off doing God knows what. I don't know what the hell he does. I'll probably see him at a Burger King drive-thru. You got his cats running a goddamn channel, and here's Imholt exposing the goddamn business. Beloved Chatter says it's because he's talking so much shit right now. Sitting there with the gay captain hat. Oh,
did he bring the hat back? I do want Chad to know that every time I see like a captain's hat on TV or something now, I think of him.
Not the captain hat.
I want him to be happy.
Flimsy Greenberg with $5 says the Mud Shark has double the likes. Oh, does he really? Well, guys, go ahead and hit the like button then. We'll go ahead and jack that number up. How's that go? How's that work for you? TFATK says watch the very end of the video you just played because it's an exclusive in regards to BGL TV and lots of time to. Okay, fine. I am Michael Corleone in The Godfather 3. They pull me back in.
Yeah, you started this with, look, I'm sick of this.
I'm sick of this. Every time I'm like, I'm sick of it. Bad Luck Boy says, Radio War. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna send a fruit batch to your studio, but it's going to be rotten fruit.
Fruit flies everywhere.
That's right. You'll have fruit flies in your studio.
Cats don't like fruit.
Bad Luck Boy says, you think the Mud Shark was bad. Wait till you deal with the N-word cats. Not as much subtlety there from the Bad Luck Boys. The Mud Shark, that was a weird nickname to come up with. The Bad Luck Boys, they just they're like a baseball bat right to the face. No subtlety.
I'm sure on their stream they say the full word, right?
Yes, the N-word cats. Jesus. Dislabeled says, did you see Stevie Lou on MLC, Aaron? Oh, you know what? I'll hire him right away. Dislabeled. I know you'll be very happy about that. You two really get along well. Chris says, Steel Toe ROTC Radio War. Let's do it.
At least they'd be fun.
People are accusing Chad of having a micro penis. That's not. I just want to say that's not very nice. What do they call it? That's body shaming.
Stop bringing up anything sexually related to him in the chat. I don't want to think about it.
It really does upset you.
I don't want to think about sexual organs in Chad.
The Bad Luck Boys are saying this is not an ROTC Steel Toe war. They're being very specific. This is just a Bad Luck Boys war. God damn it! I wanted the whole.
He does
thing.
hate cats.
I fucking hate cats.
I support the Bad Luck Boys and what they're doing over there.
Black Ornament says, I wish you would do some deep dives into locales. You brush the surface before things get interesting. That's because if I go in, I'm afraid I'll never come out. You saw how much I beat the shit out of the retard who's talking about us all the time.
It does feel like a deep abyss of sadness.
I know, it's just, you go into it and you're like, you forget that like you're not the same as them for a while, and you go, when you realize it, when you come to, you go, oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ. And I don't think my heart can take the shock anymore.
You're old.
Thank you. Christina Marie with $20 says, hi, Chad. Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you, Christina.
Our audience is so nice. They're just saying hi and welcoming people.
Now he can afford his problem.
People are asking if Chad is paying for subs. I have no idea if he does or doesn't.
Don't know.
Aaron's breast binder. How you doing, buddy? $1.99. He says, I pull you back into the chest. It's, you know what? You are right. My Lost Interest says, Chad needs your love. He needs somebody's love. I mean, I understand if he's looking for some kind of fatherly thing from me. I do understand. Let's get
I'd
into
offer my stepmotherhood, but he doesn't like that.
this. Daniel just decided to become a Steel Toe VIP. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. A VIP from Daniel. Daniel, make sure you get in touch with April.
Thank you.
As that would mean that you are do all of the merch, all of that stuff. So we need all your contact information so we can send that stuff out to you. So we have knocked out today. I tell you what, if you guys want to, if you guys do chip in a little more, that puts us 105 away from this morning, and actually another 10 coming in over on PayPal. Thank you to Scarface. He says, Chad claiming your donos are fake, so here's some more fake money. Seethe, Chad, you lying sack of shit. Why would you keep stream sniping this? It's just a bunch of people bullying you.
Are you the 1 minute man?
I am the 1 minute man
him?
of Steel Toe. Yes, exactly. Oh. Thank you, Scarface. Appreciate that. All right, well, you guys are 90 away from this morning. So we'll just, never mind. Some are saying with another 50. Says, love the show, guys. Fuck Chad hype train.
Fuck, thank you.
All right, well, 60 away from this morning. We'll put...
That's pretty cool, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. That's very kind of you. We appreciate it. See, Chad, this is what happens when you have... And cover your ears because you guys hate this word. When you're having fun.
I thought this Daniel person was already a VIP.
Well, if he is and he says don't worry about it, then we'll attribute that to the next day.
Talk to me either way. Thank you.
So let's go to the end of TFATK's video.
With the baddies?
This is not the show that I expected to have. But TFATK is here and he's having a good time, so fuck it. Let's go to the end of his video. By the way, TFATK on YouTube. Subscribe to the guy. Not only a good channel, one of those good dudes, too. All right, so I'm skipping ahead 5 minutes in this video, and it's still baddie, 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 baddie. Here we go.
No Texas baddies, but here's a semi-baddie from Boston. November 4th, 2022. Baddie. Same day, November 4th, 2022. What did your baddie say about her friends tomorrow? Cringe.
Okay, TFATK, I have to address you again. If you're pulling a fucking prank on me right now and just getting me to play this all the way to the end and it's just you saying baddie another 80 times, I'm going to be fucking incensed.
I hope this entire video was him just reading the word baddie, pretty much.
Redact face emoji. November 5th, 2022. Any DMs, Monica? And stripper friend has no baddies. Curious redact emoji. Same day, November 5th, 2022. Baddie didn't DM. Again, later on that day, November 5th, 2022. Baddie respond. And again, later that day, November 5th.
Not only is Brendan cheating on his wife, he is a needy hornball.
Fuck that. It doesn't sound like he's getting any cheating done.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, he's not fucking anybody.
I think all the charges should be cleared. It sounds like he's not getting it.
Yeah, Brendan is not fucking. It's just Mark is a terrible wingman. That's what we're finding out.
Sure, yeah.
Mark Harley's fucking all the baddies himself.
Maybe.
Since
he's so curious.
They wanted a pet of the lion's mane.
I don't ever see a response. Check it out.
Well,
I don't ever see a response.
In fairness, if you're doing someone dirty like Mark's doing Brendan, you don't show your responses. You just show Brendan's texts. Remember, this is a hit job on Mark Harley's part.
I get it.
Yeah, so he's not going to expose the goddamn business for himself.
5th, 2022. Baddie DM.
You're going to the police, Mark?
You just tried to grab my hair again, rip me out. You said you're not letting me leave.
No,
so
I
you're
actually
not letting me.
I'm just asking you something.
You actually just said you won't let me leave.
No, I said...
If I go to the police. I'm going to the police.
Wait, hold on a second. The guy who's like 6'5", 260 pounds is being kept at that house from leaving by the 5'2", 120-pound girl.
Yes, this seems like a tough opponent.
This is the worst part about like physically abusive relationships is that they're both abusing each other and they both turn on the camera and like start putting on the show for the camera about how they're being the abused one. Oh, it's so bad because
it ends with them both just filming themselves, hitting themselves.
Exactly. Anthony Cumia's girlfriend did that. That Danny, when she filmed that infamous thing, she hit herself in the head and goes, don't hit me. And you hear Anthony's voice from clear across the room going, I'm not even near you.
calm as can be.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But whenever I see someone filming something in the middle like this and it's a relationship, I assume they're both pieces of shit.
Did either of them shit on the bed yet?
Oh, that's how you know that it's irreparable.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over when there's shit in the bed.
Of course.
Because you just assaulted me multiple
You're
times in a
such an
row.
athlete, so you're gonna ruin my
Yeah, I
life
am.
more?
I am.
Oh, God. What a terrible acting job.
What if they're actually just acting all the shit out, both of them?
These two make Bobby Lee and Kalila look fucking normal.
Dude, I thought she was kind of done with everything. She's still around. Did you see that?
Kalila is?
Oh, she's on the show and stuff. Yeah, still.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think, yeah. She owns half the thing.
See, I thought they were kind of splitting
No,
ways
she's moving out of
finally.
his house, but she's out of there.
What a weird thing we got going on here.
Yeah. Jeffy with 220 says, at least Chad can fit a captain's hat on his head. Hey, that's just your way of trying to set me up to put me in a captain's hat. I see you, you son of a bitch.
Right.
Not a bad move, but I ain't biting.
I think only Chad can pull off a captain's hat.
Tony Mazer.
No.
How dare you? No? Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Heard
I
that.
don't
April is
care.
not a Tony Mazer fan. Loaded Wrench says, Chad doesn't think you're getting super chat money. He's on full screen and can't see with one good eye. Oh. He shouldn't have punched himself in the other one.
You should stay away from oil cans. They're bad for your eyes.
Yeah, oil cans are terrible. Cerberus with $10 says, hi, Chad. Need me to wipe your ass again? It's okay. Papa is here. See, now that's just caring. I mean, that just seems nice to me. Brandon Can't Lose with $30 says, here's to you, Chad. Remember, these are not real super
Wow.
chats.
Thank you, guys.
35 away from this morning. Rupert with
Jeez.
$9.99 says, someone's running a train on Chad. It's not very nice either.
It's like a stack of Solo cups.
Scarface with $1.99 says, because Chad doesn't view the live stream. Okay.
You know what? I hope Chad finds something to make him happy someday.
I hope he does. I would hope that MLC would be that thing. Like I said, he's the star.
That should be salving all his wounds, I
Yeah.
think.
He's the star. He's the cash money draw, the whole deal.
I'm hoping that he can afford something top shelf someday.
Yes. Thank you very much to Matt Fields for becoming a VIP.
Wow,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, you got Chad. You should stream snipe us every day. This is
Wow.
This is wonderful. And now we've made up for this morning, and we're 120 into tomorrow.
Thank you, Matt.
So thank you very much, Matt Fields.
Please message me.
2:30 away from Wednesday morning. And thank you, Matt. We'll send out all your shit when we
I think we can put an
make
order
the
in pretty quick here.
Yeah, we'll put the order in pretty quick. Pip says, Chad is making this show money tonight. We should almost give him a couple of bucks.
I feel bad.
I know. I feel bad. We're sitting here, taking care of business, and Chad's sitting there drunk raging. ATF Media says, I worked in radio for 3 years, so I assume I'm the most famous person watching this. That's another thing that podcasters don't understand. Yeah, that guy who's been in radio for 3 years has probably talked to more people than most of the people he watches podcast. You are correct, sir. Matthew Jenkins with $10 says, here's some fake money. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, we appreciate all the fake money. I have to make an admission. These are all my sock accounts.
They're all just checking in. I'm just regurgitating your money.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm just, it's all fake. Pro Guns with 666 says, Chad orally satisfies men for gas money and then walks home.
Allegedly? That's awful.
No, allegedly is good.
I don't want to know. Do your things on your own time.
Chad, if you're wondering how we're doing tonight.
I'm very, very feel.
Chris Thomasism, that breast binders is a terrible, hurtful rumor, and I want you to stop immediately. Oh, Chad has bigger tits than I do. Don't simp for him.
Check it out.
It's not even close.
Half the people that stream have bigger foreheads than at least I do too, but we're the biggest on the whole web according to most.
Well, I tell you what, TFATK, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was a great video. Although I swear to Christ, if I hear the word baddie one more time, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
So what? You don't think I'm a baddie now?
I will say, I've never called you a baddie.
He only calls me a whore.
Yes, exactly.
Go make me a sandwich.
Taste Fairy says, April sock account checking in.
Ah.
Yeah, guys,
Good to see you.
real quick, F in the chat if you are a steel toe sock account, please. Real quick. F in the chat if you are indeed a steel toe.
Do we have to do a
sock
hand
account.
check right now so they know it's...
No, how am I?
No, you have to keep yours down.
how am I supposed to
Mine
type
are
in
up
all my
here.
sock accounts?
This is
There we
all
go.
his.
Typing in all my sock accounts. Pro Guns with $2 says, I'm saying that as a statement of fact. Fight me. Oh, look at all the F's coming in.
Jesus.
Again, those are all my sock accounts.
There's a lot.
All of them are my sock accounts. All right, here's what I need. Marquise, call in just a second because, of course, April's going to yell at me for this one. But
Nate, in the meantime, Nate's asking me if I return my shopping cart to the corral.
ooh, that's a good
I
question.
actually hate shopping carts. I don't use one. I carry shit.
like a
I will
like
carry,
a man do.
I will literally double basket that shit. I hate carts so much.
2:15 away from tomorrow morning. Appreciate it. David Chandler's like a happy father right now, seeing all this aheadiveness, and he doesn't even have to be part of it.
Look at all these Fs.
Oh my God, that's a shitload of Fs.
Are they all gay? Making them gay Fs?
They're all gay Fs and they're all sock accounts. Every single one of them. You didn't even think I could type that fast. Trucker 18 Wheeler with 666 just says F. There you go.
Ooh, I wonder if Chad likes my shirt tonight.
Oh yeah, the In Hot Water shirt. Congratulations to Gino Bisconti.
1,000
who's
episodes.
Probably passed out on his couch right now. If I called him and tried to congratulate him on his 1,000th show, I doubt we're getting an answer, or it's Keanu taking care of him, much like a nurse. Let's.
Got a puke bucket next to him.
Yeah. Maybe we'll catch him in between vomiting spells.
Look at all these Fs in the chat. I had no idea.
They're all sock accounts. We don't have any actual viewers. They're all just accounts I've
God,
created.
I wish you'd stop lying to me.
I log them all in. Exactly. Yeah. I think he's passed out.
Is he sleeping?
The way he was on his show this afternoon, I don't think Gino's gonna make it to the phone. Yeah, go ahead, write me the note.
Your call.
Yeah, he's
Oh, you were supposed to do that and pretend he answered.
saying it. Oh, wait, no, he answered. Oh, Gino's here. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Gino, go ahead.
Clam radio?
There he is. Yeah, he's in no condition to talk to us.
I'm just so thankful that he graced us with that job.
You know, we needed the entertainment of this evening's show. This was a wonderful way to start the program. It's not the way I planned to start tonight's show, but it was a wonderful way
Sure.
to start tonight's show. Kyle W. with $10 says, here's some more Monopoly money. Oh,
Ooh,
thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. My Lost Interest says, Chad lost interest and is now just dancing like a shaka. I would have lost interest too if I were getting shit on. Like, you don't
No,
like...
we said we loved him on this stream.
Well, yeah, but everyone else was shitting on him.
Well, they don't matter, right?
You don't live
Just
stream
kidding.
somebody who's like shitting on you hard accurately. I mean, this audience was killing him and we were just letting them do it.
How many times do you think he said that we're not getting any real money?
I'm sure that was a common refrain. Drunks usually just repeat the same thing over and over.
I
and
do
over
hope he
again.
gets better. Honestly, like I don't wish people ill will. I really don't.
No.
Like
Well,
honestly, I don't.
I don't wish them ill will, but I don't necessarily, let's put it this way, if bad things happen, I don't typically feel bad.
I don't wish ill will on most people, but I can understand why ill will might have visited them a time or two.
Yes. I'm going to save the whole first 45 minutes of tonight's show, and we might put that up at
What?
some point. Guys, let's go to our first story tonight. And again, thank you all very much.
Thank you for being so generous.
We appreciate it. Let's get into some of the stuff we had planned for tonight. This is one of those stories where a guy is the laughing stock of the internet. No, we're not talking about Chad.
Beating the dead horse, man.
Yes. A guy goes on the internet with innocence. He goes on the internet as a good guy, and he comes out of it just completely jaded and deflated and in awful shape. So a therapist named Zach,
Uh-oh.
decided to get a TikTok account, and the reason he got the TikTok account was so that he could help people through therapy
No.
on TikTok.
Can we keep all medical professions off of TikTok, please?
Okay, I'm going to let you guys guess what happened. I'm going to let you guys guess what happened. And Alcata, thank you for the $10 over there on Rumble. We appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. And thank you to What's His Nuts for $2. Says, donate this to Chad so we can get better internet.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying Chad's already out of breath. Oh, that's too bad. So what do you think happened to the therapist guy when he that made him...
Did they misgender him?
No. This is a normal guy. Remember, this is a normal guy.
Just a dude.
He just wants to help people through his therapy.
Okay.
He joined TikTok. And look. Oh, yeah. Ryobi's already got it. April, you didn't read it, did you?
Mm-mm.
All right.
I don't know what happened.
His TikTok name is Therapist Zach.
Pretty on the nose.
Would you like to write that down and tell me what the first thing people noticed was and what one of his first TikToks had to be? Again, the guy just wanted to help people. He wanted to give advice that would help mentally ill people like Chad Sumak live a better life and be happier. There you go. Therapist Zach. What did people notice? Remember, it all runs together. It's one word.
Piss Zach. Piss
Oh,
Zach.
she hasn't gotten it yet.
No.
This will be fun. Guys, when she figures it
I'm
out.
going to get this, I swear.
God. You know what?
Oh! I see it. The grapist Zach. I don't want to say the word on here. I do see it. We probably should have put some kind of punctuation or special character in here.
You think?
Maybe.
You think that maybe we should have,
Oh,
maybe
that is
shifted
pretty
some-
bad, huh?
It's really bad. Really bad.
Uh-oh.
So, this poor Electric Shoes writes, thank God she's pretty.
He grapes.
He grapes. So,
Hey, by the way.
so this guy becomes a walking fucking Celebrity Jeopardy SNL sketch. And again, this one actually does break my heart because he's not a bad guy. He's not like me. He's an asshole on his show, and if people hate him, it's totally understandable. He's just a guy who wants to help people, who wants to make the world a better place. Although, in the defense of the people who hate his guts now, it serves you right for going on the internet to try to make the world a better place. The internet is for terrible people making other people feel terrible. So if you're not ready to saddle up to that fucking buffet of shame, sir, then don't get in the fucking restaurant. He looks like a nice enough guy. He's unassuming. You take a look at him here.
Kind of a wiener guy.
Look, he's a wiener guy, but
he's wearing a Sherpa, for God's sakes.
Maybe his air is out. Maybe like Chad, he doesn't pay the bills. I don't know. Allegedly.
It's a matted Sherpa.
So this poor fuck, he makes this TikTok name, Therapist Zach. People have to obviously point out that it looks like something else. And again, with these glasses and this beard, not that I'm one to shit on anybody growing facial hair, but with these glasses and this beard, when I see that name, I don't think therapist first.
No.
I do think the other one. So
Some people do look a certain way.
So now, not only is this guy stuck with that name and people notice it, but now he has to make a TikTok addressing it, and he can't even change the name right away. Listen to this.
It has been brought to my attention recently that I have chosen a name for this account that can be easily misconstrued. If you're watching this in the future, and I've already changed my name, here is my current name.
I feel so bad for. It'd be so much easier if he was just a piece of shit. But you can tell he's mortified. He feels terrible.
He's just a dude trying to help dudes.
He just wants to help dudes and other people. And instead, people ban him without even listening to any of his content. TikTok sends him I don't have a TikTok, so I don't know what exactly they do. Do they flag you? Do they warn you? Whatever. But as soon as he goes on and does his first TikTok, they're like, you've been stricken for our community content rules.
I'm actually a little shocked that TikTok had let him make that name.
I mean, it makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Therapist Zach.
I know. It's just that it had that word in it.
Yeah.
I think it triggers something.
Actually, the Chinese own it, and in China, that's like halfway legal. Women's rights aren't, especially if it's a Uyghur.
Did they say maybe? Okay, then.
Yes.
My current name. Now,
you can't stop seeing it. It's like that line in Highway to Hell. Once you hear it, you can't stop hearing it.
It's pretty out there.
Did I ever once think to myself, does this sound like something other than what I think it does? No. I never would have thought that
I'll take swords for 200, Trebek.
people would read it that way, but I guess they are.
Oh no,
He's about
mortified.
to cry.
He's mortified.
I'll
This poor
take
dude.
anal bum cover for 400, please. Mr. Connery, that's an album cover. Don't lie to me. I've been trying to create an album anal bum cover for years. Failing to do so is my greatest regret.
It's my understanding that you can only change your username on this app every 30 days.
Oh, dude.
So this poor bastard is stuck with therapist Zach
Dude.
for a month.
I don't know if I'd post in that month if I realized that's what my name said.
What? It would be so much worse though. Like, I'm going to help this guy try to look on the bright side. It could have been way worse. He could have made his name Zach Therapist. And that would have been way worse than Therapist
Way
Zach.
more funny, though.
Way more funny.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, what's your TikTok name? Zach Therapist. I just started it yesterday. I'm really excited. Bro, could you come here for a second? It's not going to work the way you think it is.
How many other therapists out there with names similar do you think, though? Like, that's got to be
I
a lot.
wonder, right?
They're probably definitely all like hush changing their names quickly.
Yeah.
And I've got a while until I can do that. So
Look at how stressed
this
he
is going to
looks.
be my name for a while. Now, as a therapist,
Oh, no. And, like, there's some people on the internet, you go, look at that asshole.
Yeah, but
And then there's some people you go, oh, man.
this one does bum me out a little.
This guy just bums me out a little bit, yeah.
I talk to my clients all the time about making mistakes and how we should learn from them.
Ironically, a lot of them are grapists named Zach that he treats.
And they too are mistakes.
Laugh at them. So here's mine. In the meantime,
You don't seem like you're laughing, though.
No, he definitely cried when he
This
got
guy
off
needs a minute, I think.
I'm not really sure if I should pause putting out videos. Is that a bad look to keep putting out videos under this name? Someone let me know.
Oh.
This
Then they have
poor
to
guy.
message therapist
Yes.
Zach.
They have to make sure that they spell it right, too. Oh, that guy. As far as I know, hey.
That's
Guys,
no, that was
Tim
fine.
Downs is okay. Unhide Tim Downs. He's a good man. Why did Ryobi do that to poor Tim Downs? Oh, he was unhidden. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. I liked him. Oh, that poor dude.
Yeah.
Therapist Zach. And now he just 30 days. He wakes up every day and he just goes, is it 26 or 27? 26 or 27 days. How many more do I have until I can change this fucking name to Dr. What do you change it to?
Oh.
Zach.
Dr. Zach.
Zach, your therapist. I don't know.
Your therapist Zach doesn't work either. Okay.
Head Dr. Zach. I don't know. Or just keep that one. It's branding now.
Good thoughts, Zach.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything's really gay now. But
David DiDomenici says psychologist Zach.
can you imagine if it was somebody called anal therapist?
Oh, no. Why would there be one of those?
I don't know.
It's completely unnecessary to
I
be
think
one of those. Those don't
because
exist.
if you're going into it for your first time, you might need some coaching.
Yes, I
Okay.
suppose so.
Or if you just experienced it for the first time and it didn't go well, you might need a therapist for after.
Somebody's saying that he should be he should, where was it? The Dr. Struggle Snuggle. I think
Struggle Snuggle.
I think that gets away from what we're
Yeah.
going for here. But Dr. Anus Stretcher says happy plague, Dr. Balzac.
Oh.
Butt Pirate Zachariah. I don't know if that's better. Rincewind with $10 says, Aaron, your wife is funny, but not the quickest gal around. Bless your
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see that immediately.
Bless your giant straw-filled noggin, April. I
Yeah.
mean, he is blessing you. That's very sweet.
Thank you very much.
Right? JC says, Aaron, have you seen the video of Fauci going to black neighborhoods trying to get them to take the vaccine? Yes. We did.
Oh yeah, that was just today. that
We
saw
played
that.
we played that one
God, you guys.
we played that one this morning, and it was very, very good. Let's get into the next one. I think we can leave that poor doctor alone.
I think he's been through enough.
I think that guy's been through enough. Michigan's Grand Valley State University decided that they would reach the apex of wokeness. They decided that they were going to show the world that they are the most forward-thinking, progressive, especially on race. They were going to be the most racially progressive college that you've ever seen in your entire life.
I can't wait to go.
By segregating all of their graduation ceremonies by race.
Do you remember the first night I said this might happen someday?
I didn't think it would get to this point, and I should know.
It's here.
I've been following this shit for years on radio and on Twitch and on YouTube. I've been watching this shit happen. I should have been able
Here it is.
to see the trend, but here we are.
It's unfolding before our eyes.
Segregation is back, but it's being disguised as good for everybody.
Kind of.
Wokeism, safe spaces, the sexual revolution, all of it has led to this. Grand Valley State University is having a graduation ceremony, and they sent out a kind of a guide to all of the students. They sent out an email. Dear Laker graduates, Grand Valley hosts 5 unique graduation celebrations annually designed to honor our diverse graduates. These programs complement the university commencement ceremonies and are an opportunity to come together and acknowledge Laker accomplishments in the spirit and traditions of our diverse identities and cultures. I feel so bad for the dean of students.
I don't know. Because don't they usually, isn't their lack of leadership the reason this shit gets out of hand?
No, I'm saying just performing the ceremony.
Oh.
You got to do 5 of these fucking
Okay.
things? Do you have to give the same speech? Is it the same commencement speech? Or do the black ones get Tyler Perry? The Asian ones get the guy from Fresh Off the Boat? The Latinos get John Leguizamo? I don't know.
That could be fun, though.
Yeah, you all get different speakers. That's going to cost a fortune.
Ah.
White people get Wayne Brady
cut one of
because
the
fuck
sports
it, close
programs.
enough, Yeah, I mean, how do you pull off 5 different graduation ceremonies? So the Asian ones, they're first because it's going to be the longest list of, academic performance. April 19th, 6 to 8 p.m. at Kirchhoff Center. Black graduation celebration, April 28th, 9 days later, 1 to 3 p.m. at Fountain Street Church.
Oh, my goodness.
Latino AX. They went with all of them, O, A, and X.
Oh, lest we upset somebody.
Literally 1% of Latinos know what the fuck that means. They've done studies on this. 1% of Latinos yeah, I use Latinx.
Latino axe.
Latino axe. That was actually, I had a buddy, Miguel. That was his nickname in high school. He was just really good playing guitar, so they called him Latino axe.
Oh, that's fitting.
Look, I didn't say it was a good joke. I just said it existed.
Some of your best work. What do you mean?
What the fuck is lavender graduation? Is that what they're calling whiteys now? Oh, celebrating LGBTQIA plus graduates.
That is insulting to lavender, sir. What did they do?
Although it's pretty spot on. That one's going to be April 20th. Why did the black people have to go last? I don't understand.
The black people didn't go last. They went second.
No, April 19th for the Asians. April 20th for the gays. April 28th, 11 to 1 for the Latinos. April 27th for the natives. April 28th, 1 to 3 p.m. for the black graduates.
Maybe the black graduates are having a huge party after.
Anybody else want to ask the question that I'm asking? Did you notice something missing from there?
No whites.
Where the fuck is the whiteys one?
They don't get to graduate.
Do the whiteys not get to graduate?
Right.
Oh, man.
We don't get to anymore.
I tell you what, they really are progressive and forward thinking.
Maybe they don't allow whites at that school.
Oh, you know what? That would be good. That's probably for the best. God.
I mean.
Oh, man.
I'm guessing there's no white students there.
No, either that or they're just not letting them graduate.
You can't not let somebody graduate. So if you're going to do that, you have to not let them in there.
Oh, shit. Speaking of college kids, remember that little douchebag who pushed that wheelchair down the stairs? Mm-hmm. And now, look, pushing the wheelchair down the stairs is bad, but it's like destruction of property bad. Everyone was trying to paint it as, oh, he's being mean to all the gimped up people. And now, in fairness, like after the fact, it made him look really bad because we found out that this chick is like super crippled.
Like,
Yeah.
does not have legs.
She's legless. Like
Legolas. What?
No. She's not an archer.
She's a good archer?
No. She's
With
lacking.
striking blonde hair.
She's lacking in the legs department. I know what her favorite ZZ Top song is not.
Heh.
Sharp Dressed Man, she told me. So anyway, this guy pushes the wheelchair down the stairs.
She's not in it.
She is not in it, which made the story far less interesting, in my
A
opinion.
lot less fun, honestly.
Yeah, like it's like if you see someone and they're hanging on for dear life while their wheelchair goes down the stairs, now you've got a news story. You've piqued my interest.
I would have thought somebody would have been in it because it is drunk kids just screwing around.
Sure.
They're like, oh, push me down the stairs, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a gimped out student.
No, it would have been one of the guys.
Yeah, just one of the dudes just wants to get pushed around in the wheelchair. So we find out that this chick has like a leg and a half. I don't know how else to put it. And she's learning to walk with the prosthetics. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, she doesn't have a leg and a half. I think she's got like a quarter and a half.
Right. I don't think she has like hardly any legs.
Yeah. So she's learning to walk with prosthetics. So she left the wheelchair in kind of the stairwell area.
Some dude at the bar helps carry her around. That's what they said.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like Hodor and Bran Stark.
No, there is a guy that like helps her get around the bar
Okay.
while she's trying the prosthetics.
Brent Hatley, thank you very much for the $1.99, but no, I appreciate the offer. That's very sweet of you, but I don't think April will be doing OnlyFans content with your wife. Hey, let's tell him this, though. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Was that the guy from Twitch?
That's a guy pretending to be the guy from Twitch.
Oh.
Josh A. says, hey, Chad, you could be spending this time watching Steel Toe by writing a new lie. Carlos with $1.99 says super cripple, so Johnny is in the MCU now. We sent him his sizzle reel. They didn't buy it,
Oh,
but
shoot.
maybe they're going with it anyway. So this kid now is going to be facing charges
For pushing a stupid wheelchair
for
down
pushing the
stairs.
fucking wheelchair. I think it has something to do with the fact that he's a hockey player at Mercyhurst. His dad's the GM. He's the interim GM of like the Ottawa Senators. Philadelphia Flyers. That's who it is. I've been so out of hockey for so long now that I'm afraid to say team names because I don't know if they're around anymore.
Yeah.
Like I think the Winnipeg Jets came back. They were gone for a while. I don't know if the Quebec Nordiques came back around. No fucking clue. Don't care about hockey. But his dad is the GM over in Philadelphia. So I think him being like the son of a high-profile sports executive kind of led the police to go, we got to do something here. It's a big news story. We got to set an example for this little shit. Otherwise, we're going to have douchebags in visors shoving wheelchairs down the stairs from open to close.
Well, now because they saw one person do it, it's going to be the next fucking TikTok challenge or something. Find something to throw down the stairs.
Now, according to court records, Breer was charged, Carson Breer. He has a rich white kid name, too. That doesn't help you either. Ever since that kid who, like, graped that one chick in the alley, the college kid, and he got, like, 2 days in jail, and the judge,
Just
golfing buddies. Brock Taylor.
Fucking awful.
Brock Turner, Brock Taylor.
Brock something, doesn't matter.
But ever since
Asshole.
him, they've, had to make an example out of the rich, white-sounding name kids. So Carson Breer is going to be charged with criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, and conspiracy to commit criminal mischief. The records show he's due in court in May for a hearing on the matter. In court documents obtained by the AP, Erie City Police allege Carson, a junior center on Mercyhurst University's hockey team, put people at risk when he shoved a wheelchair down the stairs at a bar near Mercyhurst, Pennsylvania's campus, March 11th. Now, here's the thing that's going to fuck him over in the court of public opinion. Nobody feels sympathetic towards this little douchebag.
No, he looks like a douchebag.
Yeah, you look at this guy and you go, throw him in jail. I don't fucking
They're
care.
just going to play the video for the jury in the courtroom.
And then
they're all going to look at him, shake their heads. And,
yeah, they're going to look at that kid. If I'm him, I'm buzzing my head.
Something.
I'm trying to give myself a lazy eye. Like, I don't know, like I'm staring cross-eyed for a long time.
Something sympathetic.
Yeah, I'm trying to just goof myself up as much as I
Breaking
can.
my leg real quick, so I'm on crutches now.
You know, Chad could help him. He could fake some kind of attack, fake some kind of injury. That would be perfect. Chad should sell out his services.
Hurt for hire.
Hurt for hire, exactly. Free oil can with an expenditure of over $50. Perfect. So you look at the picture of this kid, you look at him shoving some poor, and then you know the crippled girl's going to show up in the courtroom. So you got
Oh, no, it's so she's there too.
Yeah, you got the gimped out chick, you've got the unsympathetic douchebag, you got the video of the wheelchair. Yeah, this kid's fucked. Which is strange because, like, in the oldie times, in the old days, the parents would talk it out, or the kids would talk it out. You'd pay for whatever damages, you'd apologize, and then you'd move on.
This is silly.
Yeah, this is all silly. Sorry, my kid's a dipshit. Here you go. But in this case, nope. They're going to make an example of this dude. And again, in this case, not casting the most sympathetic figure.
And do you think he learns anything from this? Or is he just kind of hateful now?
Nah, not with a dad who has that job. Probably not. Kyle W. said, and his father will never be the dean of admissions or whatever job he was up for. Well, he's the interim GM in Philadelphia. So, like, the Flyers might not be... He might have fucked his dad out of the permanent Flyers job.
Yep.
Yeah. Zen Rhino says, does Chad know the real meaning of mud shark? Yeah, he claims it's a joke. I think what really happened is he found out later.
You'd think once you find out, you'd stop using it.
Yeah. Josh A says, Chad can't keep a stiff upper lip, let alone a convincing lie. See, now this is all... Now it's just bringing out the ugliness in everyone. Now it's just everybody's with the ugliness. This is, it's just too bad. You know, you wish for better for the world.
Yeah, the greatest part is once you turn the cameras off, it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, guys, thank you very much. You guys have given us a very fun show tonight, and we do appreciate it. We got a lot of stuff still coming up. This next one, I'm just burning time until the ad runs out. This is so stupid to me because we've been talking about how like less kids are going to college now.
Yes,
and they're going into, what do they call it, like specialty schools?
Trade or vocational schools.
Yeah, trade schools and shit like that. Well, a lot of people have been, asking like, hey, why don't schools, like high schools and shit, start teaching manual labor jobs? Why don't they start teaching financial literacy? Why don't they start teaching classes that arm these kids with the abilities to just go into the workforce right out of high school?
I wish this would have been the case for me.
Right.
Absolutely. I would have skipped college altogether.
Right, like bigger shop classes. There's those classes we could take in the high school we went to where you learned how to build a house.
Something nursing directed too. Yeah,
Sure.
we built houses at ours.
Right, they build houses and stuff. Well, you guys raised barns. That's a little different in the school you went to. You guys...
We built houses, sir.
What I remember is you guys would erect the big walls like the Amish would. You'd push them up with the huge sticks. You'd play Weird Al Yankovic's Amish Paradise.
Yes, we were a rustic bunch.
Yeah, we're all crazy Mennonites. Push, everybody! That's what I remember about Litchfield. Maybe I'm remembering it differently when I was there.
Just different experiences, I guess.
Barn raising, butter churning, goat fucking, if I'm not wrong. That was just for the guys, though.
I wish you wouldn't talk about that.
That was just for the guys. I mean, if you did it for the girls, that would be weird.
We played chicken scratch. It was fun.
So one of these schools has decided, you know what? Enough is enough. We got to offer some of these courses that can prepare these kids for the next generation of the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
In no way is this story going to be a possible stereotype. In no way is this story going to look sort of racist.
Tiny. And
in no way is this story going to not prepare anyone for anything that could be considered a full-time gig.
Oh.
Here we go. Goodyear High School in Phoenix, Arizona.
We are celebrating National Teach Music Week with this next story. It's where you're going to find some of the hottest harmonies right here in the Valley and some of the boldest beats.
Okay, it's
not. Stop.
I do hate it when the anchors try to have fun with whatever thing they do. It's so hacky.
But don't make them go out of their comfort zone. Like that woman doesn't want to say beautiful beats or whatever the fuck she just said.
Are you sure?
I'm positive she doesn't. She's got an aging face and deflated tits. She wants no part of this beatboxing.
Beautiful bees. Just kidding, mine are bigger than that.
Guy's storing nuts in his cheeks. I like these two. They're a good couple.
Oh, nuts in his cheeks.
So anyway, they're going to teach these kids about beats and stuff in high school.
Not in a club, though. It's not a recording studio. It's a classroom where some of the students aren't even old enough to get their driver's licenses. But these students aren't letting age or anything else, for that matter, stand in their way.
Wow, how brave.
This isn't some hot VIP nightclub, although it may sound like one.
This is so
Wow.
racist. It's just black people, and they're like, "Yeah, this may not be bottles of Cristal in the VIP section," and a bunch of people fist fighting over scuffed Nikes.
In all fairness, I would have totally swapped out some of my classes for this one.
Right, the kids would, but is this really a class you offer to kids? Like, if we're
No.
talking about like, hey, we need to prepare them to be the next generation of workers, is like, could we maybe scrap the DJ mixing class
Right.
for financial literacy?
Unless you think you've got the next Steve Aoki, that's going to take over the Las Vegas Strip. I think we can skip
But
this
Steve
one.
Aoki didn't need a music class. He just
No,
went
he
and
just
did
had
it.
it. He probably did it at home.
Right.
Like Dre,
So,
you know.
with this school, we have banks in absolute collapse. Maybe teaching the kids about interest rates and loans.
Finances.
Yeah, investing, things like that. You know, before we teach
Back
them
in the
about the
day,
beats.
for me, it was learning how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
That one didn't age well.
No,
Now they
because
just
as
do it
soon
on
as
the
you're
phone
out of
here,
high
yeah.
school, like the only thing I ever wrote checks for the most part, like exceptions obviously, was rent. Just rent. And even most people pay that online now.
Right. So you're going to do, we're going to skip over the how not to get your car repossessed, how not to borrow more money than you can afford to pay back. You know,
Yeah.
not like that's a pressing issue in the country right now. And we're going to teach kids how to be DJs because honestly, kids, we've given up on you. It's the fucking gig economy for you kids. Best of luck to you. Here's a fucking 2 turntables and a microphone. Make the best of it.
Oh yeah, this is where we get down.
Instead, this is Dion Gordon's digital music.
Oh, and they're all like nerdy minorities too. Like they're not even.
Hey, this is fine. Don't shit on them.
I'm trying not to.
There's worse things. That's how I look at this. I'm like, there's much worse things.
The kids who didn't show up for school.
studio class at Valor Preparatory Academy in Goodyear.
You know.
Oh, it's a preparatory academy. That's why it's all dorks.
Oh, so yeah, they're nerdy kids already.
They're all smart kids.
Yep.
What a waste
Well,
then.
then no, because if they've got nothing else going on, why the hell not?
It's all a bunch of A student nerds, though. Don't teach them how to be DJs. They've all probably got a little too much Asperger's in them anyway.
2 Chainz went to Harvard. I'll have you know.
Wonderful. That's great. But in this case, I've got a bunch of kids with Asperger's syndrome being DJs. They're not personable enough to, get people out on the dance floor.
If I'm being honest, not all DJs have to be super personable. They just have to lay a good beat.
Well, God bless, these kids are learning.
This is actually a very antisocial thing.
Yeah, do you think their parents who are paying a fortune for them to go to a preparatory academy are like, thank God you're teaching my highborn child how to become a DJ? Maybe, I don't know.
Creativity part, we just want to get into that right brain so we can just not just be a critical thinking, frontal lobe. We want to go.
I told you. He's like, all these kids got fucking autism like crazy. They're
Sure.
all straight A 4.0 students. They stare holes through me when I'm teaching them the lessons. It's creeping me the fuck out. I got to get them journaling and DJing and shit.
Then that's actually probably good. They're trying to balance it out. It's like
Maybe.
how young kids right now want to play with all those fucking fidgets and shit that were originally autism toys.
Yeah, just give these kids those spinner things. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like the other areas of the brain.
Like a triple beat right here. Like that's what I'm feeling.
8th grader Max Taylor.
Oh, the bigger. They got the mouth full of braces and they're just making beats together.
What if we check back in on these kids 20 years from now and they're like a something? Then you have to eat your words.
Or on parole. Like it all goes south
How
for 'em.
dare you?
I had to stab a guy with a broken beer knife at a gig.
Beer
or a
knife?
broken beer bottle.
A beer knife?
You know what it was? I was doing the thing from Clerks 2, but trying not to use the term he used. So I was trying really hard not to say that word, and instead I said the second word after it instead of... Look, all I'm saying is I was being good. That's all.
Beer knife.
It's better than what was kicking around.
Cruz is already producing his own beats, and he's doing it with a program called Music Studio. Max and his classmates are able to mix their own music and rev up their own rhythms, just like the top DJs and producers would do.
Yeah, all those top DJs and producers that went to preparatory academies.
I really don't think that this is super useful in real life, but it's pretty cool, actually. I see nothing wrong with this if they're already doing all the smart classes.
If they're doing all the smart shit first.
I think I'm leaning that way and you're not because I was a musical person. Like I did the choir and the bands and stuff
I'm
like
just
that.
saying what we're cranking out right now, You know, you're seeing it in the
I
banking
know.
industry and stuff like that. I'm not too confident.
But it sounds like they're already doing those classes.
I have
And
friends.
this is like an extra.
A friend of mine, he and his wife were buying their first house. And this is not the first person I've heard this from, but when they were buying their first house is when they learned how interest on loans worked.
Ooh, I feel like you got to go through a couple steps before a house.
Yeah. They didn't
Wow.
know that when the bank borrowed you money, they charged you a fee that you had to also pay back with the principal. They just thought that the bank was just switching money out.
That's it.
Yeah, we got it paid from this person. We give it to you. Then you pay it like it's a Christian charity or something.
I know these people.
Yeah.
Except they're doing it right here in this classroom.
Dude, this is all coming together.
No offense, these kids fucking suck. Why are
I
we
know.
still wearing a mask?
It's a happy feeling.
My dad had
So
that
it gives
sweater.
you a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And in this classroom, there's always collaboration, creating a kind of safe space where students can
Oh, this
bounce
is-
their beats off of each other.
I really.
Now I'm against it. I don't
yeah,
like this
like they're
safe
really
space.
starting to make this nerdy as fuck. Oh, I see.
This could have been cool.
You were thinking that the DJing was going to rub off on the dorks. The dorkiness
It ruined the DJ.
is rubbing off on the
Right.
DJing. Exactly.
I was hoping this would up their street cred a little.
Look, I'm all for giving kids something fun and cool and different to do, but
An outlet of sorts.
they're just kind of wrecking it.
Yeah.
I think they're just kind of making it no fun.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. Kiwi Farm says, "What's with the accents? Are these guys from the Midwest or something?" Yeah. Why?
Yeah, like a ton of people.
And then somebody answered him. That was very funny. Kiwi Farms goes, "What's with the accents? Are these guys Midwestern or something?" And somebody in the chat wrote, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, thanks." That's one of the sweetest internet exchanges I've ever seen.
That was very to the point.
Yeah, they're just like, "Yeah, what are these guys? What do they talk funny? Are they from the Midwest?" And someone's like, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, they are." Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Farm bread.
Oh, guys, let's not fight with each other, for God's sake. Just if someone comes in here and they're being nice, can you let all their other shit go?
Yes.
Pro Guns with $5 says, "I just bought $700 worth of Warhammer 40K miniatures, and I'm not as nerdy as these kids." Excuse me, sir. I would beg to differ, but you know what? You do you.
You're almost as nerdy. You play Bannerlord.
When I have time, thank you very much. It's been a few days. I don't even remember where I am in the whole thing.
Sit down and play some after the show.
I mean, if you're going to out me like that, maybe I should. Maybe I will play. I'll play Bannerlord defiantly. How's that?
Defiantly.
Yeah,
Who
I'll
are we defying now?
God,
The Lord.
the God of heterosexuality. William with $10 over on PayPal says, "Hey, Aaron and April, hope you have a good day. Enjoying the content y'all make since I joined. Keep it up." Well, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
That's
really
very,
cool.
very nice of you. 190 away from knocking out today's. No, fuck that. We did today. We're on to tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you guys are really cool. Thank you so much for that.
Well, thank you guys very much. Very sweet of you. Ryobi says, "Kiwi, stick around. It's a great show. 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, Central Time." Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for doing the promoting
Thank you.
for me. So apparently, remember the two Good Morning America people who were fucking each other behind their spouses' backs and they got fired?
And then they both got divorces and got together.
Yeah, they made it honest. After all-
We don't have to lie anymore. Thank
Yeah.
God. Whew.
All right, so we got that cooking segment, and then we got the weather segment. I think we can fuck between the two of those, all right? And then they sneak off and they go fuck in the makeup
That
chair.
does sound hot.
It does.
in
You know,
fairness.
look, I'm not saying that these two didn't have a good system going. And then, of course, in the end, they ended up being together. So
It's kind of romantic if you think about it.
kind of sweet and romantic. And then if the guy's wife and her husband end up fucking each other, then it's all just full
Ooh.
circle, right?
See, that's actually heartwarming and wholesome.
No hard feelings. You were all just with the wrong person.
Then they
the
end up
entire
going
time.
out to dinner with each other.
Okay,
Then
well,
they're
I
all
mean,
fucking.
Jesus, that's... I mean,
that got
look,
away from me.
one step at a time, right? One step at a time. So they got fired, and I have to say, these two are the ballsiest, least ashamed people I've ever seen in the entertainment industry. They are going network to network, TV station to TV station, pitching themselves as a couples act and asking people to hire them.
If I may.
No, there's no way.
When they got canned from Good Morning America, that to me was the whole reason I thought they shouldn't have canned them. Because I'm like, okay, now you've got a couple, kind of like Anchorman, right? The movie, where people are going to go watch this thing because it doesn't exist anywhere else.
Okay, but the thing about them is, who do they appeal to? Stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
Good Morning America and shit. They appeal to stay-at-home moms. Stay-at-home moms hate that shit because they think of her as the girl who's fucking her husband while the husband's at work.
Once they get past that part, they love soap operas too, so fuck all that.
And the
by
other
the way,
guy-
because soap operas, everyone's fucking everyone behind their backs.
Well, but then the other guy is black, and the stay-at-home moms really hate that.
They're fantasizing about it.
I don't know.
Okay.
In Arkansas?
This ended up being quite romantic because now they're a thing, and they're like, oh, I just love true love.
She's going to try and steal my husband. Your husband weighs 280 pounds. Stop it.
She doesn't want your schlub.
Yes. Major TV networks are steering clear of former GMA3 co-hosts TJ Holmes and Amy Robach as the disgraced lovers desperately attempt to get back on the air. CBS Media Ventures, the syndicate arm of CBS that's responsible for daytime shows like Dr. Phil and, the Drew Barrymore show. The only clip I've seen of the Drew Barrymore show
I wish you wouldn't.
is with Dylan Mulvaney.
There, you said it. On her knees.
Well, be more specific. Who was on their knees?
God, I only saw Drew and I had to turn it off.
Yeah. So, by the way, my quick thoughts on Dylan Mulvaney. How is that not a psyop?
I don't know.
Again.
Because that person went from being not, I'm going to say a nobody just because nobody knew about them, to suddenly they're partying with all the celebrities and the Jenners and the fucking Paris Hiltons of the world. And you're on TV. Tell me that happened organically.
Yeah, Loaded Wrench says, I see a Crowder contract coming. Wait, whoa, what? I mean, he does like to cross-dress. Maybe Dylan Mulvaney and Crowder could do videos together.
Ooh, Kiwi does say Dylan Mulvaney is hot.
Oh, my God.
What, you don't think so?
I'm going to shit and puke at the same time. That's actually going to make me lose control of all of my functions. I'm going to sneeze, vomit, shit, piss. I got any other holes?
Did you get poisoned with ricin?
I'm going to bleed out of the eyeballs like I have Ebola. It's just going to come out of everything.
I don't want to be around for this, Dev.
No,
I'm not holding your hand.
I'm not going to make you. I understand. Look, by the way, I'm not going to die.
Oh,
I
thought we were dying.
Just going to be in rough shape for a
Based
while.
on what you said.
There's going to be a lot of stomach pain, but I'll get through it. I'm a survivor, like Dylan Mulvaney. But thank you very much. Oh, woohoo!
No.
Oh, woohoo! It's humiliating.
Woohoo!
So, Dylan Mulvaney, though, I hate to put on my Alex Jones hat. That's got to be a psyop. That's got to be like somebody somewhere is working the Dylan Mulvaney case and like, here, we booked you on this. We got you on this. Because the motherfucker doesn't do anything. All they do is prance around like a gay dude and then like talk about really uncomfortable, like purposely uncomfortable stuff. Everything Dylan Mulvaney talks about is supposed to like elicit a disgusted reaction out of people.
Oh, was it this last weekend that she put out a video saying how women should have bulges? Did you see that one? Like, what's wrong with a woman having a bulge? Did you see that video?
Right. Yeah. And by the way, Dylan was referencing women who have like maybe a little pubic mound going on. But Dylan Mulvaney is talking about his fucking cock. It's totally different. Oh,
look,
man.
I think you shouldn't be bulge shaming.
I know that this story was not about Dylan Mulvaney, but Dylan Mulvaney came up.
You needed a trigger warning for that one.
I did. I really did.
Just reading the Drew Barrymore show sent him into a tailspin.
Hey, Zen, I love you, buddy, but Kiwi Farms is being very cool and a potential new fan. Don't go running people off by yelling at him. Come on, man. He's so good. If he turns into a cunt, then we'll take care of it. But for right now, he's a cool guy. I like Zen, and he's looking out for us. But Jesus Christ, buddy.
Why is everyone always yelling at the fruits and vegetables?
Yeah, I know. Pumpkin Popsums with $20 says, this is to show Chad your donations are real. All right. Well, thank you, buddy. 175 away from tomorrow morning. Thank you, guys, very, very much. The pubic mound builders were ancient Native Americans, says Saint Watermelon Finger. Thank you. Oh, man. Corey Adam. Somebody created a Corey Adam account.
Another
and says,
one?
Fake fans, fake super chats. You know it, baby. You know, I created all of them, and I'm paying all the percentages in the YouTube fees for all my fake super chats. Believe me. Sorry, I got off on the Dylan Mulvaney thing. No, I didn't. Terrible choice of words. No.
Say it isn't so.
No.
Breaking news. Aaron Imholt got off on the Dylan Mulvaney thing.
I admit, terrible choice of words.
And he was also in Hot Water Sports.
No, not Hot Water. In Hot Water sports show. That's all it was. So at any rate, this TJ Holmes, I'm glad you guys found that funny. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach are pitching their show to other networks. And apparently the networks are saying they can smell the desperation on them.
I can smell the sex.
Well, that too. I can smell the desperation on you too. Actually, sir, that's my dick. We're still fucking like newlyweds.
Sometimes they come in the morning and they smell like sex. What is that from? Besides your old radio show?
I want to say that's from Mean Girls. Sometimes they come in the morning and they smell like sex. Scrubs?
I don't know.
That could be a Scrubs drop.
I'm sure they'll put it in the chat.
I can't remember. At any rate, CBS Media Ventures, that has Dr. Phil, the Drew Barrymore show.
The Barrymore show.
We need Chad to live stream our shit again. I was a lot sharper then. Recently turned down a talk show proposal from the duo, according to sources close to the situation. That's because they don't want to get 6 months down the road, realize the ratings are in the shitter, and go, hey, could you two do like a How to Spot an Affair or Cheater episode?
Oh, no.
Like that would be nice if you guys could just
Awkward.
do that. Ditto for CNN, which was pitched last month by Holmes and Robach's talent agency. Oh, boy. If they did a talk show, what would they talk about? I have a few things. I've already mentioned one.
Sure.
How to wash your dick so it doesn't smell like your mistress's pussy.
Oh.
There's one they could do.
I don't like it when you put it that way.
How to douche after you've been out all night with your with your strange dick.
But now your pussy's all fucked up.
Well, but look, you got
Douching's not good.
If you're trying, I know it's bad for the vagina. This is what I hear. But at the same time, it's you got to hide it.
You got to stick a hose up there and kind of rinse the whole
Is that what you
thing
do?
out.
Just go to the garden hose.
I just took the garden hose right out of the well back home.
Honey, when you come home late at night, why do you always squat over the garden hose? Oh, honey, I shit my pants in the car. I'm just washing all the poop out.
Little hard water puss.
Yeah, it's better than admitting to them that you're just rinsing cum out of your twat from cheating all night, with your coworker.
How many times has he come?
All the time. The man he's an animal. Ditto for CNN, which was pitched last month. They said if they did a talk show, what would they talk about? What's their expertise? Again, did you not read about them?
Interracial couples. Does that work?
Now we have Lexington Steele and Lisa Ann here to demonstrate what an interracial couple looks like. Should be a great show with wonderful guests.
What levels will we go to with them?
What's their expertise? Infidelity? A skeptical TV expert said. Opining they'd take anything. I think they'd host a game show at this point. Ooh, that's a great idea. Who's fucking who? And you have a contestant and they have to pick which one of those contestants is cheating on their spouse and with whom.
Oh, like everybody involved is in the room, but nobody knows which is which.
Exactly.
That'd be kind of fun.
I think that there's something here. I don't think.
Or they host a show where they help people break up the correct way and then go fuck.
Yeah, that's
learn
that's their
from my
penance.
mistakes.
Yeah, that's like the healing they have to do.
Yeah.
That makes sense. ATF Media says the ability to speak clearly isn't required to be on air. Michael Irvin has a TV job. Well, thank you. That really helps. I appreciate that. That actually, I fucked up and he made me feel better.
There you go.
Zen Rhino says, again, it works for Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough. After they ruined their marriages by having an affair, they're married and still on Morning Joe.
See, I kind of agree with that. I can see why they got fired, but I also could push a line, like a storyline of why they shouldn't have been fired. I could go both ways.
Yeah, like America's on fire in a degenerate country anyway. Why not?
It's a love story.
Like if
they met at work and they're like, you know what? I was with the wrong person.
If a guy can tuck it and dress like a dragon and read to kids, I mean.
Okay, yeah. Actually, that somehow is praised, but this isn't.
Exactly. That's how you know it might be intentional. Marquise says Aaron watches a lot of porn to know who Lex Steele is. How fucking dare you?
Do you still screen share it to the TV? So it's on the.
I don't. I'm not a.
Can you imagine a Lexington Steel?
I'm a sex guy
on
now.
the 65 inch.
I'm a sex guy. I'm not a porn guy. So you got to stay a sex guy.
You're a sex guy, huh?
Saint Watermelon. Yes. Oh, you haven't heard? Oh, you sleep hard. Saint. So do I.
That one has gone both ways. It's okay. We're not good people.
We have both. The only reason we're together is because we both have so much dirt on what we've done to the other one while we're asleep that just you can't go back from that. We could throw the other one in jail for the rest of their natural-born lives.
All I would have had to say is I said no.
All I would have had to say is I said, and she did it anyway.
Often.
No, she just like it when I make piggy noises. St. Watermelon Finger says America's Stepmother is a new category on Pornhub. Damn you, Alex Stein!
I'm honored. I want a shirt.
Spicy Mustard says Aaron just watched. They're going to actually get a job in morning radio in St. Paul. That's, you know what? That's probably their next step.
Kind of be funny. Radio.
If they can't get a TV gig, I know Sirius XM isn't hiring, but
they end up working at like iHeart or something.
Right, exactly. Guys, fire off the like button. Let's throw it up to 200 by the end of tonight's show. Go ahead and fire off a thumbs up. If you're on Rumble, go ahead and hit thumbs up, and also hit the I think it's a follow button on Rumble, but the subscribe button here on YouTube. My Lost Interest wants to know April's favorite porn star.
Wouldn't you like to know? He's right here.
Yeah.
You see him every day.
God bless low standards, kids.
He puts in a lot of effort.
Wait a minute. That means I suck shit. He's enthusiastic, I think is what you're supposed to say.
He's enthusiastic. He's a giving lover.
He's a giving lover. 157 likes. All right. Hammer it out. Keep hitting the like button. Let's get it up to 200. Alex Bernal says, our occult thinks she is smart. Let me guess. Screenshot their PayPal. I don't know what that means. Our occult.
There's some account in the chat, something about a cult, and they keep talking about the toe boys and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome. Thanks for being a fan. Appreciate
that
it.
one.
Oh, our occult world. Thanks for being a fan of Steel Toe, buddy. I appreciate it. Holmes and Robach also have approached entertainment companies, including Fox Entertainment and Fox television stations. You got to give them this. They do not take no for an answer.
They're determined.
They just keep plugging away.
They sure do.
In more ways than one. Including Fox Entertainment and Fox television stations for a syndicated show, and met with executives for general meetings on various opportunities that were not necessarily limited to a dedicated talk show. So they just, this is the fame bug bites you this bad. Like, you just get it where they're like, no, we don't want to give you guys a news show. A talk show is out. And so now they're just like, well, fucking anything. We'll take a game show. What do you have for us?
They don't want to go back to the real world.
Oh, they're just reeking. Yeah, they're reeking of desperation.
And sex.
Yeah, and dick and pussy. But they could probably, local morning radio might be their next best bet.
Maybe stop going as a team.
Yeah,
that might help.
You guys might have to, I don't know, just split up. You know what?
At least professionally.
They can't.
Oh,
they can't do it because they don't trust each other.
Yeah, then they'd be worried.
They'd worry that they're gonna fuck somebody else on the job. Exactly. Sid Saraf with $9.99 says this donation definitely isn't real. I swear it's not real. Seriously.
Thank you.
See, there you go, guys. There's your answer. It's not real.
None of this is real.
It's actually all a simulation. Ricky Garcia says, welcome. I'm the president of the Cardiff fan club. Cardiff was great today. He had Chad and Kevin screaming at a potato. So Chad has now screamed at a corn, and he screamed at a potato. We got to see what other forms of starch we could get him to yell at.
So we've got cornstarch, potato starch. What else is there?
We're going to go through a list of starches. Oh, okay. The thing.
The one thing.
The thing, the Acadia.
Jicama?
Jicama, thank you.
Can we get a jicama in here?
Yeah, let's get a jicama electric.
Sounds like a racial slur.
Yeah, well, everything's a racial slur if you yell it loud enough at a minority.
Yeah.
That's what I always say anyway.
I'm against it.
Guys, don't worry. San Francisco's on the case. You know, I know we like to check in with Seattle and Portland and San Francisco and all these different places just to see how they're doing. San Francisco is taking the proper steps to make sure that they can clean up their heroin needle, human shit-ridden city once and for all.
The urban campers, leave them alone.
Well,
They're fine.
This is coming from a brave young voice. A member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors is calling for the city to put more police in her district, saying that there are no officers to send to the district, and she's outraged about it. I'd be outraged too.
Yes.
No, you can't send any officers to her district. Crime is out of control. It's rampant. It's terrible. Unfortunately for Supervisor Hillary Ronan, she has called for the last 3 years for the defunding of the police.
Right. That's where I knew this was going.
So this to me kind of sounds like karma kicking you right in the twat.
We kind of said that when people started defunding the police, like around like the slaying of St. George. It was awful.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, once you need help, it's not going to be there anymore, and you're going to regret this.
Well, it's not like any of us can sit here and celebrate and go, I told you. Like, everybody knew.
It's not good. Like, it's nothing you want to celebrate.
And it's not something like nobody was calling. Like, we were all saying, yeah, it's going to be a disaster for you guys. And it didn't take like 3 years to become a disaster. It was a disaster immediately.
Oh, the turnover time's remarkable.
Right away. I got to give criminals this. As soon as that opportunity comes, they fill that door quick.
Wouldn't you?
During a Budget and Appropriations Committee hearing last week, Supervisor Hillary Ronan voiced frustration that the city's police force appeared to be prioritizing retail theft over the safety of the residents in her district. I've been begging this department to give the mission what it deserves in terms of police presence. That's what they've been giving you. You haven't wanted any. They gave you what you wanted, and now it's going to shit, and now you're asking them to bring it back again. Make up your mind. This is why a lot of us don't want you driving or in the workforce.
Check it out. If I'm a police officer somewhere looking for a job, I don't want to go to an area where they've defunded the police.
No.
I'm not going to have any respect.
And I've been told time and time again, 4 times,
Whoa.
that there are no officers that we can send to mission. And then I see the numbers protecting shoppers, and it hurts. It hurts. And I feel betrayed by the department. I feel betrayed by the mayor. I feel betrayed by the priorities of this city. You know, if you were talking like you were actually raising a concern instead of making a speech, I might take you more seriously.
It's a little dramatic, yeah.
It is a little dramatic.
Yep.
And not only that, it's just... You're sitting there and you're acting like you didn't advocate against the opposite. Like you got exactly what you wanted and now you're screaming and bitching about it.
Well, because like I said, they need the help now.
Right.
It's tough luck.
Ronan's comments have been earning her loads of criticism. Oh, criticism. Shoot. You pick out of the grad bag. Loads of what?
That's not loads of something you want.
You don't want it to be criticism. Considering her stance on defunding the police, which she shared in the wake of the George Floyd murder. Uh-oh. Yeah, they've got a Facebook post from, they got a tweet from August 16th, 2020. Just 3 months after George Floyd.
That horrific summer.
Of course, she's a white woman. I want to make it clear that I believe strongly in defunding the police and reducing the number of officers on our force. For decades, we've had an imbalance in our city's budget. And with hundreds of millions of dollars going to San Francisco Police Department to have them do work that they are not qualified to do. Well,
okay.
You got your wish.
Where are these, what were they, mental health like crisis groups that would come out and like address a crime now? Where are they at?
Which to me, I would kind of look at a city councilwoman like that if I'm a mental health professional and go, hey, fuck you. It's like, hey, we got a crazy guy with a gun saying he's going to blow his head off. We're going to send the cops. Like, no, don't. That's just escalating the problem. Here, send therapist Zach from TikTok.
Therapist Zach?
Yeah, send him over there.
Guy.
And he goes, what? What do you mean send me? That guy who's got a gun to his head and he's threatening to kill himself and everybody else. Go talk to him. No, send people who have guns to talk to him.
But I thought you knew how to talk somebody down.
And not in the middle of the street when I don't know what the fuck is going on with the guy. Like
everybody just take their pants off.
Yeah, I love the idea that like all these politicians thought, I know, we'll send unarmed therapists in as if the unarmed therapists wanted to be put in that position.
Well, it gives them purpose and meaning.
No, but nobody ever asked them if they wanted to or not. She said this now, so that was 2020. She got to get rid of the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Today, she said, quote, "This can't go on like this. It's just getting worse. There has to be a positive change. Closing early helps them a lot. It's less dangerous for the employees here because some girls have to leave alone." So, like, now they're back to, like, 1800s rules for stores and stuff where you got to close before dark.
Close before dark. Never walk to your car alone. Walk with your car keys between your fingers.
Hold them like that.
Hold your mace in your other hand. You know.
You're just going like, what time do you close? Dark, around dark, we close. Dark is not the time. What time do you close? Maybe about 9:30. Great, maybe I'll come back then. Why would you come back? We'll be closed. You already said that. Like everything is just an Anton Chigurh conversation with this fucking lady. So yes, the San Francisco, still a shithole, but at least the politicians there, at least one of them, is starting to regret their position. I'll say this about the people who are like anti-police. If they come around, better late than never. Right?
I don't know, because we've talked too about how do you put that genie back in the bottle once you've let your cities go to shit.
Right.
You're going to have to take some pretty drastic measures to clean that up.
You have a lot more work cut out for you now that you let it get this fucked up.
And when you try to clean it up, people are going to criticize how you're going to have to do that because it's going to be hard and strict and nasty.
Well, San Francisco's been a shithole for a couple decades now. The real sad one to me.
The levels, though.
Yeah. The real sad one to me is New York, because like New York got it under control. Like New York fixed itself for years and then just voluntarily did all the shit that sent it right back to the abyss. Like that's just so hard to watch.
That is devastating. And I think what has happened to Portland and Seattle, which used to be, I think, places that people were okay going to, and now they're completely like, you don't travel there.
Right.
You just don't do it.
No. April, I've got a story that I think you'll like. Did you know that Rick Ross owns Bison?
No, but
not Freeway Ricky Ross, the drug dealer, the rapper Rick Ross. He owns Bison.
Like Buffalo Bison.
Yeah.
I knew he was a big car guy, which I already really liked about him.
Well, apparently now he's a car guy and a Bison guy, and his neighbors hate his fucking guts.
Why?
Because
that is awesome.
Bison running around in their backyard.
Bison are fucking sweet.
Rick Ross is grateful. One of his neighbors is pointing out he has a problem with stray pets. A few of his cattle and bison are roaming a little too freely.
He's my new favorite person, I think.
Yeah, that's not usually something you see rappers do to diversify their funds, is it?
No, this guy fucking loves cars and bison and cows.
Yeah, he's like,
I like this.
Hey, Rick, your first album was a big success. What are you going to do? Put a lot of my money into livestock, motherfucker. It's like, I mean, cows? No, bison meat. That's what's hot. It's popping in the streets is bison meat. All right, sounds good to me, buddy.
Dude, I think this is sick. He picks like the biggest and baddest of the livestock. I like this.
Rick says he always manages to corral the livestock on his promised land estate. No easy feat, seeing as how the property sits on 235 acres of land. Rick Ross compares it to the popular TV series Yellowstone when it comes to his wildlife. Yeah, these are...
oh my God.
These are Rick Ross's bison.
This is awesome. I want to see him wrestle one.
Wrestle?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, just right by all the cars and shit.
This is fucking sweet, you guys.
You motherfuckers.
That's the first time I've ever heard a farmer say that about his livestock. You don't really hear that a lot down south. You don't hear, well, y'all motherfuckers.
This is the fucking greatest. Wait, where is this? Did it say?
I think it's down in Alabama, but we'll check it out in a second. I'm gonna die laughing if he calls one of his bison the N-word.
I hope he does.
Whoa. You motherfuckers.
Come on, Miss Greg, you gotta go with the bus.
Y'all, look at this shit here.
We just got bison and cows everywhere.
They got bison and cows. Like, look at this shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, y'all, look what I just experienced. Like, I come to the office and I pulled in the driveway and this was outside. And remind y'all, the office that I am in, it's like a home office. And look what's in the yard. I'm so scared.
Oh my God.
Wait, so did they roam off of Rick Ross's property?
Obviously.
Like, are they like Jack Black's horse in the movie Envy? They just end up at the apple tree?
Right, that's what they were saying, is that his cattle and his bison get out and they have to corral them back to the property.
How cool would it be, like, you're checking into the office and all of a sudden Rick Ross has a lasso on a horse?
Oh my God, I honestly, I'd die a little bit.
Fucking Rick Ross is like, look out, motherfuckers!
That
He's
is
just roping bison.
my marriage day and everything. That'd be like the highlight of my life, seeing that.
Seeing Rick Ross in a cowboy hat roping bison.
I swear to God.
You motherfuckers.
Oh my God, it's not about to flip.
They're very obedient bison.
Well, yeah.
So Rick Ross then, that video went out, and Rick Ross responded to the video his neighbors made.
Yes.
About his stray bison. This is Rick Ross.
You see me on TMZ this morning, few Buffalo Bulls.
What a piece of shit. He's got all his brands out there.
I'm sorry. I love him.
His chips or his jerky, whatever this is, all of his booze brands, his fucking energy drink.
So he's not living where they are, obviously. This is Florida or something.
Yeah, this doesn't look like bison country. He's got his bison farm somewhere else.
I want him to get around by riding a bison, though.
I love that he like invests in cattle property.
I like it too.
You know?
This guy, he's diversifying.
Yo, look. Oh, we got a runaway at the farm. The alpaca farm? No, the bison farm. Oh, well, they big motherfuckers. You know what? I'll helicopter in. I'll rope them up myself.
He's shooting tranks out of like the fucking helicopter. They tow him back.
He rides down on he rappels down, and you see him, and he unhooks and he looks at his neighbors. He goes, "Don't worry, y'all, I got it." Is that fucking Rick Ross herding bison?
Honestly, I love him.
See this morning, few Buffalo Bulls cattle got out. You may deal with puppies, dogs. I deal with cattle. You watch Yellowstone. I deal with cattle. But look, I want to thank.
Yo, I got my vodka brand, son. I got my tequila brand. I got my bourbon. And I got my cattle farm out in Montana.
I really don't think about him. I'm going to now.
I know. I love Rick Ross.
And he puts on these really cool car shows, like big ones.
All the neighbors, Fayetteville, and of course my team, Skinny Man, the whole squad, for making sure all our animals made it back safe.
I love that black people shout out farmers the way that they would like shout out their producers and their managers in their hometown if they won a Source Award. They're just in there, yo, I want to shout out Dwayne, want to shout out Farmer Frank for rounding up my cattle. Yo, big ups to you guys. Shout out.
What if they had fucking like the ear tags that said, "If found, return to Rick Ross"?
Yes.
Like, Jesus. Rick Ross sends his regards.
Yes. Yo, I'm glad they rescued my favorite bison, Nipsey Hussle. You know, respect.
He names them all.
Yeah, he names them all after dead rappers.
Always return any stray pets, so make sure y'all keep collars on y'all pets. Anytime you see one of my buffaloes, please give it a carrot. They are very.
He's so sweet.
Anytime you see one of my buffaloes, give him a carrot.
I love him.
Please give it a carrot. They are very peaceful. They're just grazers. They're not meat eaters. So on behalf of the Boston Promised Land, I thank y'all, Rose. Now have a drink on me.
Isn't he just the most wholesome guy you've ever
He's
seen?
the fucking coolest bison farmer ever. See, Michael Vick could have taken a lesson from him. If he would have invested in that, he would have been a lot better off.
Doesn't that make you want to have some rosé while watching his bison graze?
Yes. Let's go watch Rick Ross's bison graze.
I would be tickled. Honestly.
David Denominici says, I don't go walking around with carrots on me. Yeah,
Carrots.
Buffalo, the rap star slayer. Derek Chauvinist says the most common quote from black adult males. Oh, no. Come on, you piece of shit. It was a nice, wholesome story, and you had to go and fucking ruin it.
How about the fact you cannot sit on Twitter and call us racist when we don't even think like that.
Derek Chauvinist says the most common quote from black adult males, bye, son.
Clam radio?
There's a monkey on the front porch.
Oh.
It was such a nice story. It was so wholesome. It was lovely. It was wonderful.
Come on.
You could not help yourself, could you?
He pulled the e-brake on the fun.
We've been having a good time. Chad's melting down and just going insane and not getting the attention he wanted.
You always bring him up. I forgot about him.
It's just, and then you had to go and do that. It was a perfect evening.
Bye, son.
It was a perfect evening. And you had to go and do that. You know what I heard about Rick Ross's bison?
Eh.
He was handpicked.
It's true. It's true. The neighbor was asked how they were doing.
How were they doing?
After the bison ran through the yard? Because that can be quite a shock.
Of course.
They were asked how they were
Terrifying.
doing, and they said...
I feel. I very, very feel.
Actually, his neighbors were concerned, and he has two neighbors living next to them that had to deal with the bison.
Yeah, who were they?
A Methodist and the son of a bitch.
Just, yeah.
Bye, son.
Bye, son. I'm trying really hard
Honestly,
to move on from that.
that was like a mic drop moment in the chat. Like, that was very funny.
And it's only because we weren't being bags of shit with that story. We were being
wholesome.
Really, really
Right?
wholesome with it. And Derek Chauvinist just comes in and goes, "Here, you deal with this."
Rick Ross is now my favorite black man.
Wow, who did he upset? Who did he take over?
Marquise.
Oh,
of
okay.
course.
Well, there you go.
But it's a close second, Marquise.
So
You understand.
So anyway, I wanted to point this out. If you guys missed the morning show today, cheeseburger pie came back.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It is. I mean, it's great. I don't know if we've had cheeseburger pie during the entire YouTube era.
No, he actually missed a lot of Twitch.
And he missed a lot of the Twitch era too.
Yeah, he just kind of, had a little too much fun.
From the radio days.
OG.
Cheeseburger pie. He's been on vacation for a while.
A very sweet one.
He's been on a very long, leisurely, relaxing vacation. And he came back this morning, and it was absolutely capital to see him.
I couldn't believe it. I was folding clothes when I heard you yell out, "Cheeseburger's back. Cheeseburger pie's here." Like, there's no fucking way. I had to stare at the chat until I saw his name
Had
pop
to
up.
check it out, yeah. Marquis says, "I'm hurt, LOL. A former correction officer took my spot."
What are you going to do, right? I like livestock. If you invest in some livestock, I'm right back on your side, buddy.
K Fallen the Great says, "Let's make Cheese's VIP." Isn't he a VIP?
Oh, he's been.
Yeah, he's been a VIP.
That guy's been a VIP for a minute.
For some time, yeah.
I hope he was repping while he was on vacation.
He's been around. Hey,
Spread the
I want to thank you guys very much. You guys have already gotten 170 into tomorrow morning's goal. Like, you're 170 away already, so you've knocked out more than half of it. For those of you who don't know, Corey will be back tomorrow. We did talk. We had a conversation with Corey on the phone yesterday, and he said what he had to say. I said what I had to say. April said what she had to say. I do believe that he didn't think he was doing anything harmful when he did that stupid, ill-advised bit last Wednesday.
I agree.
It was
having talked about it, I agree with him.
It
Or
was
you.
distracting to the show. It was a takeaway from the show. It hurt the show as the host of the show. We also, as we talked, we just found out Corey and I just have different ideas on what a show should be and can be.
Yeah.
He wants to run it like a comedian. I want to run it like a comedy broadcaster, and those are two very different things.
It was interesting to hear you two talk that out, though.
Yeah, so we got to do what Germans and Italians love to do, and that's we both got to yell, and then we came to a solution. We came to a conclusion. Corey and I will tell you all about that solution tomorrow. He will be on the show tomorrow. He'll be on the show the next week. Corey is going to be on. We had our talk, and it's all right. ATF Media says we did what Germans and Italians love to do, and he says, invade Poland? No. I can understand where you got that, but no. Josh A. says, of course you love livestock, April. You herd lol cows.
That's my
true.
least favorite livestock, though.
Well, I know, but they're it's low-hanging fruit. You know, they're easy to corral. Right? Germans and Italians love world domination. Yeah, but only one of us get close. Am I right?
Both of you have good food. That's my favorite part.
Us Germans
You don't
have,
like German food very much.
Us Germans have middling food. I can't get to sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut. I'll eat that shit right from the jar with a fork.
You are a piece of hillbilly shit, I tell you what.
It's good for your tummy.
I imagine this happening to April someday. By the way, we are into overtime. Thank you guys very much. Hit the like button. Let's get up to 200 likes before the end of the show today. And thank you to everybody on Rumble as well. Sad Boy says we can still rip on Corey. I mean, do you still rip on me?
I think I've been ripped on, and it continues.
Wheat Diff says Corey will be sniping for Crowder tomorrow. Son of a... At least that's a big audience.
I mean, yeah, aim high.
I mean, don't snipe for a guy who's got like 100 people watching him like we had tonight or last week. I mean, snipe for somebody who's got tens of thousands of people checking him out.
Colonel Nicholson gets it. Sauerkraut is very good. Probiotics. It's true. It's very good for your tummy. You should try it.
Well, it doesn't mean that I'm going to like the taste.
Delicious.
Kansas officials are investigating after a man searching for antler sheds
Love it.
found human skeletal remains on Saturday evening. It's going to happen to you.
I was just getting around to thinking I should start going now, but there's so much snow.
The man, who has not been identified, was looking for antler sheds or the antlers dropped by male deer.
No, I thought
Allen
it was
County.
a shed they sleep
No,
in.
yeah, he's looking for a structure that has antlers on it, made of antlers.
Gayest joke Aaron ever said to me, why would we look for, what'd you call it? I told him I want to go shed hunting soon, and you said, why would we look for...
Why would we look for something to store our lawn care items?
Yeah, that's what you said. It's the dad joke of the year.
Shed hunting. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation said the remains were found near Arizona Road and 1800th Street, east of Humboldt, a small town about 110 miles from Kansas City, Kansas. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation and the Allen County Sheriff's Office are conducting a death investigation. The Allen County, yeah, that's kind of your day turns around, doesn't it? Like, oh, I'm excited to get out there and go shed hunting, get ready for deer season. Hey, man, what ended up happening? Kind of in the middle of a death investigation. Just found a bag of bones, and apparently they don't let you leave until they talk to you.
Yeah, I guess it is bad if you're the one who found it,
Yeah,
typically.
that's going to take up a lot of your time.
How about the fact that somebody kind of just disappeared and died and nobody knew about it until somebody found him?
I mean...
Isn't that kind of weird to you, like with everything that we have now to like keep track of people, somebody just goes missing? I always think that's kind of weird people are missing.
Well, it's usually lonely people that nobody gives a shit about.
Or kids.
They just wander off into the woods and just drop down and die.
Oh, is that what happens?
They're just kind of, they're like, oh man, I don't think anybody cares about me. Nobody would give a shit if I died. And then those people do die and they don't live long enough to find out they were absolutely right. Nobody would give a shit if they died. And they find them when they're a bag of bones picked apart by coyotes 3 weeks later.
A lowly shed hunter found you.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody who even gave a fuck about you or was looking for you found you. You got found completely by accident. So nobody really did care if you died or not. It's amazing. I mean...
It's amazing.
Sucks to be right.
Dude, that would be jarring to just find a human skull.
You should try it sometime. It's pretty freaky. I've only done that. I've only found a human skull 4 times. Only 2 of the times was I responsible for it being there. The other 2, I don't know what the fuck happened.
I wish you'd tell me things before we get married.
No, because you would have said no. The Bureau said in their news release that making an identification is expected to take longer than typical cases due to the conditions of the remains. No details about the condition of the remains was provided. The Bureau said that there is no threat to the public. An autopsy is scheduled, and the Bureau asked anyone with information about the case contact law enforcement. Yeah, that's always a good one. Hey, if you know anything about the dead body that we found here, go ahead and call us. We'd love to hear what information you have. Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. I'm calling up. If I know anything about why that motherfucker is there dead in the woods, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you everything I know.
You know who I want to know about? I still want to know what happened with that guy wrapped up in carpet on the side of a nowhere road.
That's coming up on tomorrow morning's show.
Are you shitting me?
We have an update on that guy.
Wow, you ask and the Lord provides.
I've told you don't have to call me the
shit.
Lord. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's not necessary. Josh A with $5 says, thanks, guys. Fun show. Oh, you better be careful.
You're
people
welcome,
who
Josh.
people who don't like this show, oh boy, they don't like that word fun. They think it's totally gay.
People do get offended by that word. It's very polarizing.
Yeah, I think unhappy people get upset about that word. Colonel Nicholson says carpet guy is new. I haven't heard of it. The carpet guy, there was a guy, I can't even remember what state it was in. I think it was a southern state.
Somebody had traveled to that state for something.
And this guy was found on the side of the road, wrapped in a rug and plastic, dead. And they couldn't figure out why.
But they called it, like they said it wasn't
No foul
nefarious.
play.
No foul play.
They said no foul play was suspected. Here's a guy who's dead,
What
wrapped
the
in a
fuck?
rug, and they said, I don't think anybody did anything untoward towards this fella.
Because they were just playing hide and seek.
That's how you know that the Clintons might be involved.
How dare you curse this house by saying that?
Speaking of the Clintons, Hillary and Chelsea were at a theater to watch a Broadway show, and apparently, by the way, the play, Some Like It Hot, where somebody, I'm just trying to look and see if it was a theater staff member,
No.
or it was a fan. Page 6 hears that a serial pooper has been stalking the halls of the legendary Schubert Theater, and the last time they struck, a turd appeared in the aisle near Hillary and Chelsea Clinton at Some Like It Hot. So some guy
How
at the
hot.
theater, like while people are watching the show, he'll just sneak by and take a shit
He'll sneak a poop.
right by your seat. I mean, if you ask me, if I'm not there and I'm not watching a show, that's fucking hilarious.
It's not only hilarious, but daring and revolutionary.
Debonair.
It's debonair. That's a good word.
A source close to the show insists it was a regrettable one-off accident. But another source tells us that the theater staff said that the shit almost hit the fans at the other performances as well. See, shit hit the fan.
Was his name Carl?
Last week, when Hillary and Chelsea Clinton were in the audience, said the source, the lights came up for intermission, and there were two human turds in the aisle just near the famous political duo.
I just picture somebody with a little, like, what are they called? Magnifying glass, like looking at, oh, yeah, I think that's human, guys. That's human.
I don't think somebody's dog came in here and did
Who
that.
shit?
I'll say this, that if this isn't targeted, I'm a little disappointed. Like if this
You
was
hope
just
it is, right?
Yeah, if this guy was just randomly shitting and it just ended up by Chelsea and Hillary Clinton, that's kind of a bummer. If he was doing it as a political statement, watch, it was Trump.
Trump is the serial pooper.
Yeah, he's waiting to be indicted and he's like, I'm going to take a shit right next to these two. Remember 2016? I'm going to name that one 20 and that one 16.
Sir Sneak a shit.
Yes. The insider added the house crew dealt with it very appropriately and quickly by rolling up some newspaper and whacking one of the patrons on the nose with it.
No. You got to rub their nose in the poop first.
Then you got to...
then you whack them.
Hit them. They dealt with it very appropriately and quickly. And Hillary and Chelsea remained in the theater for the second act. Well, yeah, I mean, you know how much those seats cost? Fuck.
Not enough, apparently.
You're not letting your poop, you're not letting a little poop ruin your play.
Can you imagine if you're Hillary Clinton and you look over and there's some dude squatting next to you shitting?
And just out of habit.
It's Bill.
Yeah, out of habit, she goes, Bill, knock it off. What are you doing?
She hits him with her playbill.
Just rolls up her playbill and whacks him on the nose. The mother-daughter power players did not respond to a request for comment, but they were photographed holding up the show's playbill and giving a thumbs up. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then play must have been pretty good if it can make you forget about the diarrhea shit that somebody took next to your seat.
What if it was diarrhea and you've got to like scrape that shit out of the carpet?
It's the only way I want to
steam it.
Yeah, it's the only way I want to remember that story. Is that?
Yeah, we can't have just a solid turd that can be like picked up.
Nah.
It needs to be a diarrhea.
It's got to be the runnier the better. Is what I say.
The smell.
We don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
Pragmatic Baxter says Amber Heard is a huge fan. She was expressing her love for Hillary. Oh, well, that's all she was doing.
I see.
In that case, it wasn't even nefarious.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Derek Chauvinist says it happened by the second or third row. The second.
Oh, you got me tonight.
or third row. How much time? We have 15 minutes left.
I know. That just feels like another eep.
We have 15 minutes left, and I hope we can get through it without any more outbursts like that.
No shitting in the chat.
Oh, man. Bruce Springsteen. Everybody knows Bruce Springsteen. He's a singer for the working man. Remember? That was his whole image?
Yeah.
He's got the greasy baseball cap in the back of his jeans, and he got oil stains on him from working on the car. And fuck
Sure that wasn't
yeah.
Chad?
No, stealing catalytic converters is different. Allegedly.
Some would call that work.
Yeah. I mean, look, some people make very good money doing that. Short money, though. So Springsteen has always billed himself as like, hey, blue collar, identify with the working man, this and that.
Sure.
You wouldn't know it by the way he's listing his ticket prices for his upcoming tour. It hits Buffalo on Thursday, and seats are going for as much as $5,000 apiece. The boss manager, John Landau, defended the astronomical prices, noting the average ticket price is in the mid-200s range and calling it a fair price. Actually, that's not bad. I mean, you're talking about one of the most famous musicians of all time, and you pay $250 for a ticket.
I thought you just said the lowest was 5,000. Like, I thought you started with that.
No, seats are going for as much as $5,000 apiece.
Okay.
And the average price is in the mid-200s.
Well, that's fine.
That's okay. I mean, that's Bruce Springsteen.
You want to pay $5,000 and get like the best seat ever and your dick sucked, I guess.
But I mean, like Bruce Springsteen is getting to that age now where I don't know if I'd want to see him. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to see Bruce. I'm not that big of a Bruce Springsteen guy to begin with. But now he's like at an age where if I see him, you're like, oh shit, he's old.
Right. I'm not going to go see him.
Yeah. E-Rock says Bruce sucks. So, well, there you go.
Uh-oh.
That's
more
perfect.
hatred flowing Eric's
There's
way.
more hatred from E-Rock over to old Bruce Springsteen. But yeah, I like a couple of his songs, but I've never quote unquote gotten it.
You'd rather listen to Eric Church sing Springsteen, right?
Fucks yeah. Give me some
homosexual.
Give me some EC any day. Over
that's gross.
FACP monitoring says you will get old one day too, dude. Nuh-uh. No.
How do you know?
I bet you I don't. I bet you right now that I don't know. I don't get old, I mean. It's Eric Nagel says Bruce pulls this shit of going past 11 p.m. where you pay union time and a half, so he doesn't eat that cost. He passes that to the ticket holders. Holy shit.
He also has a vaccine mandate for his concert.
Oh, does he really?
Pretty sure, yeah.
God, we're still doing vaccine mandate? Oh, that's right. Djokovic can't play in the tennis tournament. Is it this weekend?
I don't know, because I quit paying attention after he can't play.
Yeah, Djokovic isn't even allowed to play in that tennis tournament because we still have a stupid foreigner vaccine exemption thing.
One of the youngest, most spry, athletically fit men there could be can't come play.
And what's the point of having that rule if our border is an absolute revolving door?
Shh, you're not supposed to bring that up.
I'm sorry, but
argument.
if the border, if
No,
you're just allowed to two-step across the border,
nope.
What's the point of having the vaccine mandate?
Not the same.
You're right.
Those people need our salvation.
That's true. Well, and tennis fans need somebody to watch, all right? It's even. It felt like a sucker punch, said Donna Gray from Connecticut, of not being able to afford tickets to see her beloved working class hero.
Ew.
The longtime fan talked of her special connection to the boss and how she looked to him as a mentor of sorts over the years. He's someone whose catalog of music I use as a blueprint for my emotions, my life celebrations, and sorrow. Get a dog, lady.
Honestly.
Jesus. You know, you can just listen to his music on your phone, and it's fine. You don't have to pay $250.
There's not one specific artist that I look to that way.
Not one.
There might be like a multitude, excuse me.
Not even Laura Branigan?
I mean, she's hot and she can get it.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right.
She's fucking
What
dead.
does that say about me? I'm not into necrophilia.
I think she died back in the 80s, as a matter of fact. I don't think she made it very far.
Look, I'm going to make a retraction.
We got about 10 minutes left. We got you know what? We could probably breeze through these last three. But as far as like $5,000 goes, I can't think of any musical act that I could shell out $5,000 for.
What would like musical act, like a childhood hero, I guess, an actor, would you pay $5,000 to meet anybody? Hulk Hogan, of course.
Hulkster.
Yeah, that's a given. Okay. He would.
I would pay that much to meet the Hulkster.
Aaron would lop off his left nut to go meet Hulkster. So you bring it to him. This is a coin purse for you, sir.
Oh shit! I probably would if I had the money and they were like, "Hey, give me that, and I'll give you. You can hang out with Hulk Hogan for a couple hours." I'd be like, "Fuck yeah." What's up, Hulkster?
Dude, what other body parts can I give you as tribute for like more time at it?
You into pinkies, Hulk? Oh yeah. You just take out garden shears. God, fuck, here you go, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Just wrap it up in a kitchen towel.
All your toes.
Well, no, I want to walk out of there. How am I supposed to
You
pose?
got numbers.
How am I supposed to pose with the Hulkster if I get rid of my toes? Really?
What?
Really? Really? Colonel Nicholson says, you guys could get Hulk Hogan on easy. I gave April the
tried.
job of booking Hulk Hogan.
I reached out. I did. I'll reach out, but I didn't want to seem needy.
Eric Nagel says, with Ticketmaster, Live Nation, and StubHub all involved, stop going to concerts. I'm kind of over concerts.
I am too.
Personally.
I went to what I think is the best concert I would ever see in my life anyways as the last one, and I don't think I need to go after that. No. We have free tickets to Black Hawk this summer, and I must go.
Oh, that's right, we do. To
Black
what?
Hawk.
Black Hawk. You know 1/3 of them is dead.
Can you stop ruining everything for
Not
me?
the good part. It's
No,
fine.
I'm not
It's
going.
just the weirdo balding drummer.
I'm not going.
Zen Rhino says you can hang out with the Hulkster, just do karaoke at his dumb place. It's not dumb. It's Hogan's Hangout, and you take it back. ATF Media says I'd pay $5,000 to see Great White play the Republican National Convention as long as their show is still as fiery as that gig in Rhode Island. Jesus Christ, man.
Aaron might pay $5,000 to see Sting sing Desert Rose.
The wrestler, though. I would pay $5,000 to watch the wrestler Sting sing Desert Rose.
That'd be fucking
But he has to
hilarious.
come down from the rafters and do
No,
it.
that Sting, the wrestler Sting, is on stage singing it while the other singer Sting comes
Down from the rafters with a baseball bat and beats the shit out of the wrestler Sting while he's singing the song.
Yeah.
I like that. That's, you know what? That's the way to go.
Oh, Wheat Diff says he'd pay $5,000 to see me.
That's
pretty cool.
very nice, Wheat Diff.
Thank you, Wheat
Vinny's
Diff.
mom says, April, you always look beautiful.
Thank you, Vinny's mom.
No April, no Hulk, says Vinny's mom.
Uh-oh.
That's-
Yeah, am I invited?
If you're good. If you behave. Patrick Lewis says, someone buy Aaron a Hulkster cameo. I know.
Dude,
I'm going to meet the man
Aaron
in person.
might flip this desk over if you
I'm
did that.
going to meet the man in person. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Look at how like alert and like young and boyish and happy and hopeful you look right now.
I would be very excited to meet and hang out with the one and only
You're glowing.
immortal Hulk Hogan. A man turned himself into Manchester, Connecticut police for what they called a case of revenge porn. Oh, God.
It's not good, guys. Stop filming yourselves.
How are people still doing this, like knowing that this is like a felony almost everywhere now?
Why do you think I always turn you down? Aaron's always like, you wanna...
How does
No.
this guy have any revenge porn on him? Like, who's giving this guy the ability to have any? Oh, my God. Honestly, he looks like a body that the aliens would use in Men in Black.
Something got tilted on his head and somebody like scrunched his eyebrows, smushed his eyes together,
Broke his nose.
broke his nose. His ear is higher than the other ear.
God damn, man.
What happened here?
The victim was his ex-girlfriend. Investigators said they started looking into the case in January. The victim reported that the man secretly recorded intimate encounters while they were in a relationship.
Oops.
She told police that the relationship ended in December of last year. In the weeks that followed, she said the man used images from the recordings to harass and stalk the victim. Additionally, police were told that the man harassed the victim by announcing to other agencies false information that she was pregnant and arrested for prostitution.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Was she hot at least? Was this worth it?
Oh, I'm sure that guy had a pig. The man was charged with voyeurism, disseminating voyeuristic material, unlawful dissemination of an intimate image, cruelty to persons, and 3 counts of second-degree harassment. They arrested him, and he posted a $10,000 bond and appeared in court last week. So, I mean, they're starting to throw people in jail for that shit, though. So he could
That's good though, right?
he could be going away.
Stop being animals, you guys. Calm down.
St. Watermelon Finger says, fuck, I'm way too ugly to show up at your anniversary party. Well, maybe you are, but you know what? You make that decision on your own.
Look, apparently we're the ugliest things too, so don't worry about it.
Pyramid 7 says unlawful insemination. Hey. ATF Media says, I know that guy. He's the one trying to sell the porn with the really ugly guy in it. Oh, shit.
I wish, you know what? I understand her picture not being out there. I was going to say, I wish we knew what she looked like, but I think she's like over having her picture.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the opposite of what she's going for.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, I think she's trying to keep that. She's trying to keep that as quiet as possible.
Yeah.
It's not the way she's looking to go with this whole thing. Hey, do you think we could look? I know you're really upset about him, showing your revenge porn and everything like that, and that's a terrible thing, and we're not into it. But do you think you could just release a couple for the rest of us, just to, we want to see what you look like?
We're just, we're not judging or anything.
We're just curious.
We're curious.
That's all. Wasabista says, I think he was my pool boy one year. Yeah, now
you picture him in a banana hammock.
I think the worst part about the revenge porn with that guy getting out is that now people are going to know that she's fucked him.
Right. Like, she didn't tell any of her friends about that guy.
Yeah, that's the worst. This is a very this is a Zoomer crime, I think. I think this one qualifies as Zoomer crime.
That's the one under us, right?
Yeah, in Chicago, prosecutors say a would-be carjacker failed to get away with the victim's car. Why? Who wants to guess? Guy stole a car, couldn't get away with it.
Missing a catalytic converter.
Ah, damn you, Chad. Let's see if anybody gets it.
There's a kid in the back seat.
There's that doesn't stop most of them. They just go ahead and do it.
It scares the shit out of me.
There you go. Derek Chauvinist got it. It's a stick shift. It's a manual.
Who was just somebody yelled at Gino for calling it a stick the other day.
Oh God.
Honestly, you know who it was? I think it was that shitbag that we didn't like.
Oh, Joey Gay?
Gay. That guy.
Fucking hated that guy.
He got mad at Gino because Gino called it a stick. And I'm like, no, that's absolutely what you call it.
I wanted to fight Joey Gay, and I don't even know the guy. I'm just like, I would really like to smash this guy's head in the desk if he keeps talking.
I don't promote that type of talk
I was doing
here.
bag work at the time, so I was probably feeling a little adrenaline rush, and I felt like hitting something. So
okay, so metaphysically.
Metaphysically, right. He didn't know how to drive a stick shift. Chicago cops were able to track him down because he ran from the scene with the victim's keys, which had an air tag attached. Andrew Moran, 25, was charged with vehicular hijacking and aggravated battery of peace officers during a court hearing on Saturday afternoon. Judge Charles Beach ordered him to pay a $15,000 bail deposit to be released on electronic monitoring. Moran allegedly knocked on the victim's driver's side door as she sat in the parking lot of a strip mall. You know what? You get in your car in a strip mall in certain neighborhoods, just fire that thing up and start driving. You can organize everything later.
I will tell you this much. Especially when I'm alone, but not even. As soon as I get in my vehicle now, I hit the lock button on my doors immediately.
Holding his left hand in his jacket pocket, Moran told the victim to get out because he needed to take the car because someone would kill him if he didn't.
Oh, God.
To which you go, not my problem, and peel out.
And then the Nigerian prince got away with the princess.
Oh, son of a bitch. If she just would have given him the social security number. The woman, believing Moran had a gun in his jacket pocket, got out and called the police from a nearby store. While she called for help, Moran struggled to get her Audi A3 moving because he didn't know how to drive a stick shift. He gave up and ran away as police sirens grew louder. Prosecutors said surveillance cameras recorded the carjacking attempt.
I can just picture this. He's killing it every 5 feet.
Fucking brilliant. Wait a minute. E-Rock's saying if I would have fought Joey Gay, it would be the battle of the gays.
E-Rock said that? Oh, no.
Why would it be the battle of the gays?
Can we...
Sir,
Ooh.
I am not a homosexual.
We should get E-Rock to ref a match between the two of you.
All right, fine.
Gino can be the ring girl.
That's perfect. I think that's a great job for him. Not announcer. The fight would never start.
Clam radio.
Yeah, that's, what round is it, Gene?
Clam radio.
That's not helping.
He just has a poster with a clam on it.
By the way, I hope I was really funny on that In Hot Water sports show. I hope we get asked to do it again. That would be fun. But I hope I was funny on it because in terms of accuracy with my bracket, I was a fucking disaster.
Maybe you shouldn't have 5 old fashions in an hour.
It's a shambles. Where is it? Here it is. As of yesterday, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in the Sweet 16.
Up top, bro.
6.
Sick bracket, dude.
6 left. The Elite 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got half of them.
I'll pray for your bracket.
Final 4, still got 3 of my Final 4 alive.
Okay.
And I got both of my finalists alive, and I got my champion alive. So, all right. Eric says that show is a disaster, so you all fit the part. You saying that about Boltman too?
I think that's after Gino's been drinking all day.
I hope you're not saying that about Boltman, who rescued everything.
Dom had a rough night too. You know what, Dom? I think had a rougher night than all of you.
Yeah, Dom
You're gonna
definitely
be okay.
did not do well. Well, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. What a weird, fun show this ended up being. What a great time. TFATK dropping by, the Bad Luck Boys declaring a radio war, Chad trying to desperately get attention, and it didn't go well for him.
Yeah.
Kind of made an ass of himself, but we're kind of used to that.
We made shitloads of fake money. Thank you guys very much.
None of that money was real, by the way.
It was
all fake. It was sock accounts. Don't worry about it.
His sock accounts.
Yes. Eric says Gino was flammable leaving the studio today. Yeah, we tried to call him during the show, and I think somebody might be a sleepy boy.
I'm just picturing they had to carry him out.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm looking at my phone as though he's going to call back. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Awesome show. Tomorrow, Corey is back at 6 o'clock Central Time in the morning. April, thank you very much.
Thank you. And
yeah.
Bye, son.
Bye, son. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you tomorrow.